Welcome into NBA Now by Chat Sports, where we are going to be live for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. I am Nic Rohloff. I am going to be joined by Jaylen Brown, where we should have a very fun game on tap and in store for us on this Sunday evening. The Celtics dominated Dallas in Game 1 of the Finals, winning 107-89. But Dallas, who has been oh so good at bouncing back from losses, haven't lost 2 games in a row in over 2 months. They are going to look to continue that streak and even this series at 1 apiece before they head back to Dallas for Wednesday night's Game 3. Hopefully we will have no audio issues tonight, and hopefully we will have a good time. And the best way to start our evening together is shouting out your city for me down in the comments section. Let me know where everyone is watching from as Cullen does join me in the sky box. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in on this Sunday evening. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights saying yo. Michael Wazowski is saying what's up. Diehard Fins fan in Atlanta. Jimmy Butler's in Miami for now. Who says that is the real Jimmy Butler? I don't know. AS is in the building as well. Good to see everyone join us for this Sunday night watch party. Hopefully we get a better game as well. We are set to tip off in about 20 minutes, but we'll see who ends up getting the win in Game 2. Continue to shout out your city for me. I'll give a shout out for anyone who gives a comment down below in either our Heat Report or NBA Now chat. We are live in both channels coming here hanging out. Maya says, what's up, Nic Rohloff? Let's go Boston Celtics. Let's beat the Mavericks. What's up with that, Maya? Why are we rooting for the Celtics? King Campbell saying, hey. Raji's saying, Bears suck. Okay. Nick Dominguez in to Compton, Washington. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know where the Bears suck came into play. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Diehard Fins fan saying boo. I think boo in Maya's world rooting for the Celtics. Maya's world, that's a little bit of a shocker to me. I thought you were a Heat fan through and through over there, Maya's world. But it is what it is. King Campbell says Heat on top. Continue to comment your city or where you're watching from so we can give you a shout out. Also, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon. We got 12 people watching on Heat, only 5 likes. Let's get 12 likes for 12 people watching. I think that's possible. And then in NBA Now, Chat Sports, our main channel, 35 people watching, only 3 likes. That is unacceptable. 3 likes is a disgrace to the human existence of life. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like this video if you're a real one. You appreciate us going live for free. We will have free analysis and play-by-play of tonight's game. Come on. Hit that like button. Show your appreciation. We don't have to be live, Cullen. We don't have to, but we are.
We are. And, hey, hitting the like button, it's a free thing you can do. Helps us out. Help me and Rolly do what we love to do for a living. So, hey, please, hit the like button.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit that like button. We'll have a lot to talk about in today's pregame show, but before we do that, we do have to show some love to our sponsor on today's stream, and this could not be possible without Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app and platform in North America. I play it on a daily basis. I encourage you to do the same because they have daily specials that make playing daily fantasy so much fun. More than 5 million people play it on a daily basis, and during the NBA Finals, it just means more on Prize Picks, and so do the star players. You can get boosted payouts on select basketball stars that you won't find anywhere else. I'll explain more on the boosted stars in just a second. But Prize Picks is the #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become a part of the Prize Picks community today. I make selections for every single game, and here are my entries for today. 3-player entry, simple as that. Less than on Kristaps Porzingis, 15.5 points. I just simply don't think he's going to be able to replicate what he did in Game 1. I took the more than on Jason Tatum, 7.5 3-point attempts. Jason Kidd's little mind games I think are going to work. I think you see Tatum shoot a lot of triples today. And then more than on 27.5 points combined from Derek White and PJ Washington. And just remember, I mentioned the stars mean more on Prize Picks. Usually a 3-player entry is 5 times your money. You saw the Tatum star. That means it is 5.5 times my money if I win a 10% increase in payout Prize Picks. They have daily specials including Flex Friday, Taco Tuesday, and then those specials you just heard right there. It's the absolute best. So download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100, or click on the link in the description and live chat right now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Pick more, pick less. Prize Picks, that easy, that simple. All right, let me know who you got down in the comments section. 18 minutes away from being able to finalize your pick. Type DAL for the Mavs or BOS for the Celtics. Who you rocking with in Game 2? We had King watching from York, Pennsylvania. We had Lytrell Butler says, let's go Dallas. Get it in man time for the comeback. Okay. Doug says, do you cover the Phillies? No, we do not cover any baseball teams at this moment. Maybe in the future we can. Diehard Fins fan says, hey, Rolly, you think you'll take over as Dolphins today? I have news for you, Diehard Fins fan. I've hosted Dolphins Today by Chat Sports for the past 5 weeks. 6 weeks. Last week of April was when I got it underway. Miami Heat Zone, what's good, my buddy? Axie saying, go Mavs, go Mavs. Celtics suck, boo Boston. Wazowski rocking with the Mavs. Axie says, I wish Florida still had Prize Picks. I got news for you, Axie. They do. Prize Picks is back in Florida. It was gone for a little bit, but it is back. So you can play Prize Picks, Axie. Also rocking with Dallas. AS rocking with Prize Picks. AS also says Porzingis do blocks and rebounds today. Okay. Jimmy Butler says 22 looks purple and gold. Jimmy, we're not going to talk about it today. I already did. If you want to see my thoughts on Jimmy Butler's comments about his number looking good in purple and gold, you can watch the video I put out about 4 hours ago. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Ethan's rocking with Boston. Corey Childs is rocking with Boston. We did just get our first Super Chat, and it's a good time to tell you about our Super Chat menu on today's show. Any Super Chat will hopefully get on screen. Cullen, you have to let me know if the Super Chats are pulling. You said yes? Okay, so you're going to give me a second. We did a Super Chat from Joe. Shout out to you, Joe. But any Super Chat gets on screen. $10 Super Chat. I'm doing 5 push-ups, so if you want me to really get that fitness and work me out, pause. $10 will do so. $20 is a shot of tequila. I got the 1800 on a Sunday evening, but it also gets you into the Miami Heat Hall of Fame. Understandably so, if you're a Celtics fan, I'd get why you wouldn't want that. But if you're a Heat fan, watch on the Heat Report, and you didn't get into the Hall of Fame during our regular season and postseason watch party, you can get on it right now during the offseason. And if you're someone just an NBA fan but want to be recognized as a legend here at the Heat Report, $20 gets your name on the Heat Report ball. So that's that. And I'll take a shot of tequila. And then a $50 Super Chat is a beer bong race between myself and Cullen. I'm usually much better than Cullen at the beer bongs. He gets me in the boots, which we did a boot race on. No, we didn't do a boot race. We just did one boot on Thursday. Let's wonder if we could get another boot race today. I'll say this. If we get $200 in Super Chats, boot race, UN? $200 in Super Chats total in Super Chats. We will do a boot race, and we'll see who ends up coming out victorious. That is the Super Chat menu. Do we have the Super Chat?
We do not.
What do you mean, no?
I'm working on it, man. I don't know what live stream's doing, but hey, we'll try to get that up for you. I got some planned, so give me some.
Okay, Cullen's got something planned. I'm very curious to see.
Give me a sec. Give me some time.
Okay, Cullen says give him time. Give him time. Either way, we'll shout out. Let's give out some shout outs to the comment section. We got Corey says, let's go Celtics. Let's get this shit, baby. Paxton says, who does Boston have besides Tatum? Well, they have Jaylen Brown, who's been playing very good. They've had Derek White play well, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis. I'd say Jason Tatum is actually playing like the second or third best on the team right now. Like, he's seeing a lot of coverage. He is. A lot of defensive pressure on him, but Tatum has not been playing his best, and the Celtics continue to roll around. Paxton asked what the spread is. Celtics are favored by 6.5 points. Over-under is 215.5. 215.5. Shout out to Bernard Madeira watching from the Philippines. Shout out to you. Tony Smith says, My name is Tony Naheem Smith. Shout out to you, Tony. Wazowski says probably talking about Cameron Brink. Yeah, I would agree with that. Axie says picks are in. Over 8 points, Luka. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. I think that's gonna hit. Jordan says Jaylen Brown has been lethal for real. Can't even front. He's been really good, man. He has been really, really good. Oh, it's your boy, says Rolly. Shout out to you. I can't watch the finals because I'd be hate watching. Listen, there's nothing wrong with some hate watching. I know us Heat fans are rooting against the Boston Celtics for the most part, but I'd be lying if I said either outcome is a win for us. We either get to see the Dallas Mavericks choke at the biggest moment, or we get to see the Dallas Celtics choke at the biggest moment. But on the flip side, we also get to see one of the two teams win a championship. It's twofold. It is twofold. But one of the hate watches will be a good one. That's why we were hoping for the Timberwolves to take down the Mavs. But we are where we are. Paxton says I would take Dallas plus 6.5. Yeah, I probably lean Mavericks, man. I probably do. This is our Super Chat menu, but we are in a Super Chat battle as well as I drop the basketball with, fuzzy. Fixed it. I think I fixed it. It's still a little fuzzy here. Come on, you got it. There we go. Now we're back. $10 is where Mavericks today is at. $214 at Celtics today. And then we're combining our Heat Report and Chat Sports account that we're live on both. $2 in Super Chats combined there. Let's combine and let's take down Celtics today in Super Chats. I think it's possible. Like I said, $200 in total today, and we are going to be doing a boot race between Cullen and myself. Buggy's rocking with Boston today. It is Nikola Jovic's birthday today. If you're in the Heat Report chat, spam those HBDs for Nikola Jovic. Spam them. The Jovic turns 21 today. The young man from Serbia who, if he stays on the team, is going to have a fabulous third season. You can guarantee that. And I'm excited to watch number 5. You know, I got my Jovic number 5 jersey. I'll be repping that next year, man. I can't wait to watch him. So spam those HBDs for Nikola Jovic. We got Wazowski. We got Jimmy Butler. We got AS. Kevin Walker says Mavs is going to win this series in 6. That was my prediction. I predicted Mavs in 6. Joe Lawton, the man who said $2 Super Chat, go Mavs, says my glorious king, Nico. Man, my glorious king indeed. Ooh, what happened here? I'm curious to see why it's not pulling. Maybe I have to look at the way you're setting it up because there should be no reason for it not to pull. Yeah. All right, we did get a Super Chat from Joe Lawton. $2. Come on, Mavs. Appreciate you, Joe, for a $2 Super Chat. Once again, coming in from, I forget what you say exactly in England or the UK, but I know it's a pound that you're sending me. £2, baby, for $2.54 American US dollars. All right, let's hit a comment driver here. Let's get the chat rate flowing. Let's go. What's the biggest X factor for today? No, I like that actually. Let's go to this. Excited for the game? Change the top real quick. If you're excited for today's game, spam me. I want to know who the real ones are. I want to know who's excited for the game. Every single person who types me down in the comment section is going to get a shout out. So spam those me's, whether you're in the Heat channel, whether you're in the Chat Sports channel. If you're ready for the game, spam me, and I am going to give you a shout out. We got Ethan Girls. Hopefully I said that right. Wazowski, Axie, Joe Lawton, Jimmy Butler, AS, Anita Anderson, Michael Wazowski again. He's fired up for the game. So is Axie. The Heat Report chat is absolutely dominating NBA Now. Can the NBA Now chat and fans stand up for me? I need you to start spamming my me's or your me's if you're excited for the game. Come on. Spam those me's. Who is ready for the game? I want to give shout outs. I want to get excited as we are about 10 minutes away from tip, or 12 minutes is that? I can't tell if it's 10 or 12 minutes. But if you're ready for the game, spam me. Come on, folks. Let's go. The rant guy easy, says me go Heat. Okay. Colin Collector is ready for the game. Type in me. Spam them, baby. Let's go. I like turtles. Says you're annoying. Well, I'll tell you. I like turtles too, by the way. I thought we were going to be good friends. Turtles are my favorite animal outside of dogs. So I thought you and I were going to be best friends, and I guess you hate me. So it is what it is. Ismael Sanchez says me. AS says me. Continue spamming those me's down below. But also hit that. He says, okay, I love you now. All right, I'm glad turtles can help us bomb. I do like turtles, by the way.
Turtles are dope.
I was on the golf course on Friday afternoon playing with a good friend, and we saw a turtle on a pond, and I just had to stop the golf cart, admire, and say, I like turtles, because I do. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up icon as well. Every 100 likes today is a shot. If you want me to take a shot of tequila, it's usually a $20 super chat, but I'll do it for $5, right? Or $5. You know what? F it. $5 shots until tip-off starts. 8.5 minutes. My accidental slip-up of words is going to equal $5 shots for the next 8 minutes.
Got a little.
But every 100 likes today is a free shot on the house. We are 18 likes on Chat Sports, 20 likes on the Heat Report. The Heat Report came to play today, and that's what I like to see. So hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. I like turtles. Me and you are best friends now. This is good stuff. I'm glad we can really flip that narrative around because your name was too cool and too good for us to not be friends. So make sure you hit that thumbs up icon. But with 7.5 minutes to go until we tip off today, I think there are some storylines to watch in Game 2 that I want to bring up. Can Kyrie Irving bounce back? I said this on Thursday, but I thought this was the worst game, or at least in Game 1, that I've ever seen Kyrie Irving play. He was turning the ball over, dribbling it off his own foot, missing wide open threes and push shots inside the painted area. Can he bounce back? In a hostile environment on the road, he is going to need to. A fan base that has a lot of distaste towards him. Can he bounce back and perform in a big-time way? Kristaps Porzingis came off the bench for Boston and was unbelievable. Shot, I believe, like 7 of 9 in the first half, had 18 points at the break, finished with above 20. He could not be stopped by Dallas. Is he going to be able to continue that dominance? I think it's unlikely. I took his last 10 in prize picks of 15.5 points, but we'll see if he can continue to show out for the Celtics. Jason Kidd mind games. In between games, media press conference, he called Jaylen Brown the best player on Boston. Now, mostly people think it's Jason Tatum, but saying it's Jaylen Brown, there is a little bit of a history there of potentially not gelling together, and the two think they're better than each other. So maybe Jason Kidd, is he trying to wedge something in there and force Jason Tatum to try to do too much to beat this narrative that Jaylen Brown's now the best player on the Celtics? Is that going to work? Luka Doncic was questionable for this game with a, what was it called, Cullen? A little thoracic
I'm not even
injury.
trying to pronounce it. Right knee soreness.
Yeah, it was something in knee, abdomen. Luka Doncic battling injuries. Can he be healthy and can he play well? And then will the Dallas role players show? Derek Jones Jr. didn't really do anything. PJ Washington didn't do anything. Derek Lively struggled. Gafford was silent in Game 1. The Celtics role players dominated that game. Will Dallas show up? And they're going to need to if they want to take down the Boston Celtics. Now, the Celtics, by the way, also have struggled. They have played 3 Game 2s. They are 1-2 in those Game 2s. They've lost 2 games in the playoffs. Both of them were Game 2s to the Heat in the first round, to the Cavs in the second round, and they obviously swept Indiana. Will they be able to get 500 on Game 2s, or will they go down to 1-3 and be even going head to Dallas or back to Dallas on Wednesday? Joe Lawton with another $2 super chat. This gets him to $5 on the day, so we're going to count it on American dollars. Shout out to Joe Lawton. Cullen, take a shot. Only Cullen. I'm sorry, Cullen, but
I know.
Joe Lawton has spoken. Joe Lawton will receive what he gets.
Cheers to you, sir.
Shout out to Cullen for being a good sport. And it looks like our audio is completely fine today, Cullen.
Thank God.
No one has said anything about the echo. So we told you on Thursday that the next time we were going to be live, we were not going to have that issue again. And knock on wood, hopefully that continues and we don't have issues. We got CJH saying Celtics taking Game 2. Coin Collector says, why do we pay you to get drunk? Well, you don't pay us to get drunk. Here's the thing. You donate to the channel to help us grow because more super chats equals more content we put out, more times we could go live and provide free. We are live for free. It's just donations. It's like tips that you're giving to a waiter, waitress, barista at a coffee store, something like that. Like, bartender. Yeah. It's just a tip. Like, you're not taking us to get drunk. Like, what we do, though, in return for showing gratification and gratitude for you guys donating to the channel and giving us a tip, is try to provide you with some extra entertainment and content. So that's kind of what we do around here. It just helps us grow, though. That's really what it is. Ismail says, is Cullen's Marsh's little bro? No, Cullen is not Marshall Green's
no relation.
Little brother. No, he's not. But Coin Collector, after asking, why do we to pay you to get drunk, sends in a $20 super chat. Shout out to Coin Collector. That is a shot of tequila. And Coin Collector, if you want, I'm putting you in the Heat Report Hall of Fame. I'm putting you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. We'll try to get that made. That's not even pulling either, Cullen.
No, none of them are. All good, though.
I'm going to take this shot. You saw the 1800. Shout out to Coin Collector. We'll get that made and put on screen here in just a second. $20 super chat. We are now at $25 on the day. Remember, if we get to 200 in total between both channels, we are going to do a beer boot race to really have the fun, as we are about 3 minutes away from being underway in the TD Garden. Time to get Coin Collector on the ball. Let's go.
Shout out to Coin Collector.
Shout out to Coin Collector. Says get drunk. Well, one shot will help that, that's for sure.
His little bro. Marsh would probably say that, but
Coin Collector, I know you probably don't care, but you are on the Heat Report Hall of Fame now, right next to Anita Anderson. Bad handwriting me. I'm not smart, guys. I try to tell you, I'm a dumb person. I'm not good at anything besides talking basketball and football and a little bit of baseball and a little bit of golf. Just a little bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades. But I want to get the comment section flowing again, and I want to know where the people are watching from. And by the way, this is a fun game we play sometimes on the Raiders Report. Shout out your area code, and if I guess where you're from correctly, I'm going to take a shot. It's kind of a reward to me if I get it right. So shout out your area code, and let's get some predictions down below. I don't know
squat about
area codes at all.
I don't either.
Brett told me one time a good way to do it. I know the Miami area code, obviously. Mm-hmm. I know my hometown's area code, but I don't know anyone else's area code.
See, Anita Anderson, though, 214, that's Dallas's area code.
That's gotta be.
That is 214.
Oh, then we win.
That's gotta be, right?
Anita Anderson, are you in Dallas? 214?
I need to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's Dallas.
Phoenix Riser says 205. I'm going to go with San Antonio.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm going to go San Antonio.
817?
Big Skid Media, 817. That feels Los Angeles, California.
I was gonna say out of the opposite.
Tristan says 304. That has got to be South Florida. That's got to be Miami.
I'm going to go 817.
Simplistic Grace is 704. For some reason, I'm going Nevada.
Big Skid said Arlington, Texas. Let's go.
Bang job. Let's go.
Boom.
Bang job.
Bang.
Kristen Cards is 304. Once again, I'm going Miami. Simplistic Grace is 919. I don't know.
Taking a shot.
That's Suleiman. I don't know where 919 is. That's a guess.
Anita says she just moved out of Texas a couple of weeks ago.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Damn.
I know my area code.
Phoenix says one more guess, 205. I'm going to go Phoenix. It's in your name. I'm going to go to your name. All right, we are about to get underway. If you are ready for today's game and excited for tip-off happening in about 30 seconds, spam those me. Starting lineups for each squad. No changes. Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, and Al Horford for Boston. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Derek Jones Jr., PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford for the Dallas Mavericks. We are set to get underway. Game 2 of the NBA Finals are about to get set here live on the Heat Report, live on Chat Sports. Tip is up. The tip is won by the Dallas Mavericks, which means they will start the first quarter and fourth quarter with ball. PJ Washington being defended by Derek White off the jump. He picks up his dribble and gets it over to Luka Doncic. They'll play a two-man game. Pick and roll now. Luka backing down Derek White, driving, stopping, fading away at the elbow, and connects. Luka Doncic cashed those first basket tickets if you had them. Oh, but a miscommunication by Dallas, and Drew Holiday has a layup on the other end, and we're even at 2. almost a turnover by Derrick Jones Jr. I don't know what he's doing, but he's able to regain control and bring it up now for the Mavericks. Kyrie really struggled in game one. He's driving right on Derek White. Gets to the rim. Layup is good. Luka and Kyrie both start 1-1 from the field, and the Mavericks are out to a 4-2 lead. Mavericks defense has been good all year long. Let's see if they can play strong here. Jaylen Brown drives baseline, double team, swings it to the corner, errant pass out of bounds, and it will be going back to Dallas. It's the first turnover of the game. Kyrie now guarded by Derek White. White guarded PJ on the first possession. Irving, sidestep, kicks it over to Washington for three. Nothing but nylon, and Dallas starts 3 of 3 from the field, and they lead 7-2. The Mavericks did start off good in game one. I do want to make that clear, and then they really struggled in the back half of that quarter. Tatum over to Brown in the corner, guarded by PJ Washington, drives left, stops, hangs from about 8 feet, misses it, and then tips it out of bounds going for the rebound. Then it's going to go to Dallas. A little bit of a interesting, sluggish start for Jaylen Brown, missing his first shot and having a turnover. Luka Doncic on the left wing be matched up with Holiday. Pick and roll, switch, Al Horford defending. Luka stopping, fading away, right elbow, left it short, no good. Rebound fought for, gathered by Jaylen Brown, kicked up ahead to Al Horford for a two-handed slam. And Horford makes it a 7-4 ball game. Paul Pierce and Shaq sitting courtside together. Interesting combination there. I don't know why they would be sitting together. Kyrie over to PJ Washington. He drives left, hangs, can't finish. Rebound gathered by Tatum. No, they're going to whistle a foul on the floor. Is this Al Horford getting whistled? Believe it is Al Horford. They call him for a foul as Daniel Gafford was fighting for the rebound. Make sure you have hit that thumbs up button. 43 people watching, 22 likes. 39 people watching on our Heat Report channel, only 23 likes. Battling each other in the like. We could battle between channels here. Heat Report versus Chat Sports, 22-23. Who's going to have more likes? I hope it's the Heat Report. Did you see who made that basket, Cullen? They had a quick inbound and got a layup out of the little baseline play. So it's 9-4 Dallas, but Drew Holiday makes it 9-6 as he carves into the lane and lays it up and in. Drew Holiday's got 4 points early. It was Luka Doncic who made that layup, snuck behind the defense on the out-of-bounds play. Irving driving right, Euro step, loses the ball. It's a turnover. But Daniel Gafford picks it up, goes up, and is fouled by Drew Holiday. Is this going to be on the shot, or is it going to be on the baseline once again? Daniel Gafford active on the glass a couple times here. Already 2 offensive rebounds for Gafford. I had 6 more than rebounds on Thursday. Of course, he didn't do that, but now he wants to rebound the hell out of the ball now. It will be side out for Dallas. They inbound it to Gafford. They reset the offense to Luka. He's guarded by Tatum now. It's been an array of defenders defending Doncic early. Luka drives, one-handed push shot, friendly roll, rattles home. Luka up to 6 points. It's 11-6 Dallas lead. Doncic is 3 of 4 from the field to start, not settling for any jumpers, getting to the rack and living free throw line down. Tatum driving on Gafford, hanging, right-handed layup, smoked it. Rebound Doncic. Here comes Dallas. Over to Kyrie. Irving playing with Derek White to the rim, hanging, rejected. But it hits Derek White as he's standing out of bounds, and it will stay with Dallas on the baseline. Great recovery by Derek White. Both of those athletes hanging in the air, but White winning the battle defensively. Appreciate that, Jimbo. Nice content. Kyrie Irving, right wing pull-up 3. Nylon! And Kyrie is fired up as he turns towards the crowd on the first row. They're going to call it a 2, and it's 13-6 Dallas lead. Timeout Boston. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic have came to play. It is a 2. His right foot was on the line. Luka with 6 points. Kyrie with 4. The 2 stars for Mavericks are showing up early. Wow, we're going to be in for a good long game, I think, folks. And if you want to have fun watching this game and any other sporting event, I suggest to get started with Prize Picks, the best fantasy sports app on the market, where you can get a first deposit match up to $100 right now. The finals just mean more on Prize Picks, and so do the star players. You can get boosted payouts on select basketball stars that you won't find anywhere else. But even when the finals end, it does not mean the action on the hardwood is over with Prize Picks. Women's basketball is just getting started. Young stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink looking to make names for themselves alongside the greats of Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionesco, and the GOAT Asia Wilson. You can win up to 100 times your money watching them ball out this summer. So download the app today and use code CLNS to get a first deposit match where you can place entries like the one that I made. Less than Kristaps Porzingis, 15.5 points. More than Jason Tatum, 7.5 3-pointers, which he has not taken one yet. More than 27.5 points, Derek White and PJ Washington, which PJ Washington has a 3. Thank you, PJ. But Derek White has nothing. 3-player entry to win 5.5 times my money because of that star boosted payout, which you can't find anywhere else. Like I said, download the app and get a first deposit match up to $100, or click on that link in the live chat of today's stream. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. That easy, that simple. Appreciate them for sponsoring today's live show. Robert says, any link to watch the game? You're watching it with us. We got a scoreboard. We got live play-by-play commentary analysis. What else can you want?
Who's got it better than us, Rolly?
Who's got it better than us?
That's what I'm saying.
No one.
Nobody.
Cullen, thoughts on the opening 4 minutes? The Mavericks look like they are much more settled in. I think you could tell on Thursday they were a little nervous. The moment might have been a little bit too big for them to start off. They were playing too quick ahead of themselves. They look ready and good to go here.
Yeah, they're definitely getting downhill. They're attacking the basket. They're not afraid to penetrate and kick in Boston's defense. And honestly, Boston came out looking like, hey, listen, this is going to be kind of a cakewalk given what Game 1 was. So I'm interested to see how they come out of the timeout, what Mazzulla maybe draws up for Boston to try to get them back in a rhythm. But Dallas seems like the more focused, more locked-in team here to start the first quarter.
I also will say this, Cullen, is that even though I thought the Celtics did a good job defensively, I thought they gave a lot of solid looks to the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Mavericks were just like playing too quick. They were playing too fast. They were missing some of these good looks they usually make. And I just didn't think the defense that Boston played was sustainable from Game 1 to Game 2. Because I did think there was a lot of good looks Dallas was able to conjure up. And we're seeing here early that Dallas is not really changing their offensive game plan.
No.
Maybe they're not settling as much as they were, but they're trying to drive downhill, and they're getting good looks, man. They're getting good looks.
Which is all you can really ask for. And honestly, you pointed it out when we were breaking it down last game. There's a lot of gambling in their defense. Like, they do love to take chances. Now, obviously, that has some reward if you're able to, get your hand in passing lanes or whatnot. But this game, it looks like Dallas is pretty crisp on the offensive end.
Yeah. We'll see if their defense can remain. We have our first substitution of the game. Derek Lively checks in for Daniel Gafford. Jaylen Brown coming off a curl, draws 2 defenders, kicks it over to Drew Holiday, who misses the 3, but Jaylen Brown gets the offensive rebound. Back out to Holiday. He drives, kicks, Horford triple, air ball, and Doncic comes away with it. Now it's like a roles reverse from last game. The Celtics look out of whack a little bit here, Cullen. Doncic left open, miscommunication. It's a triple, and he can't get it to go. Good box out by Jaylen Brown allows Al Horford to come away with the board. Tatum gathers it, met by Derrick Jones Jr. Al Horford sets a screen. Now it's Lively defending Tatum. Tatum, top of the screen, directing traffic. Sidestep triple. His first of the game is no good, and PJ Washington gathers the defensive rebound. Outlet to Luka. Here he comes up the right side. Tatum defending. Luka, Hezzy Hay driving, stripped. Derek White comes away with it. 3-on-2. Jaylen Brown traveled with it. They don't call it. He drops it off to Derek White, who is fouled by PJ Washington. Derek White will go to the line for 2, but PJ Washington is asking for the Mavericks to challenge this call. And Jason Kidd will challenge the call. Timeout on the floor. It's an early challenge by the Mavericks, which could be ballsy, but it looks like it is a clean block, which it is. I would be stunned if this is not overturned. And it is off Derek White out of bounds. Well, it actually will probably stay with Boston here because it looks like White got the rebound back. So I think this will be overturned by the officials, but it will be baseline for Boston. I understand that they're probably going to win this challenge, and which means they'll get another one, Cullen. But I don't really comprehend why they would use this challenge this early in the game.
Yep.
On a foul for PJ Washington. To
I
me,
agree.
that doesn't make any lot of sense.
It doesn't to me either. I get Kidd wants to kind of, stay on the Celtics, right? You get off to a good start. Maybe you get a call that really goes your way, and that momentum effect can kind of snowball a little bit. But ultimately, I think this is an ill-advised challenge. I think you nailed it perfectly.
I mean, I think they're going to win the challenge, but to me, it doesn't make sense, and it is not worth
risk.
The risk is not worth the reward.
Right.
Is the best way to put it. But we do have our second timeout of the game, which is pretty rare. That happens both in the first 6 minutes, or 5 minutes, excuse me. But either way, Mavericks up 13-6 early in this one. They just look more settled in for this game. Make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon. We were battling our other two channels live. We have a Celtics channel. We have a Mavericks channel. They're live for this game as well, and we're trying to take them down in likes. We're combining our forces of Heat Report and NBA Now, which have combined for 56 likes. Mavericks today only has 47, and we're still waiting word on what the Celtics channel is at. But hit that thumbs up icon. We are live on 2 channels, completely free, breaking down the game, play-by-play, commentary, analysis, entertainment. So make sure you hit that thumbs up icon to show us some appreciation. 65 people watching on Heat Report, 30 likes. 53 people watching on Chat Sports, 27 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon. Appreciate everyone for joining us. And the best way to help the channel, we know not everyone can super chat, but hit that thumbs up icon. It takes 1 second of your time and will help boost our numbers out to the YouTube world.
Yeah. No, here's the thing, man. Dallas is looking sharp. That's what I like. I mean, they look like they know what they're doing. They're not second-guessing when they're driving. They look like they're trying to get into whatever sets they're trying to do. And Luka's ultimately, he's getting into his rhythm early. He's not trying to wait. He's not trying to get others involved. He's getting himself positive looks early, which I think is setting up his teammates later in the game.
Yeah. I mean, I do like what Luka's doing. He's getting to the mid-range and not being afraid to take that shot. His first shot of the game was a mid-range fall away, and he netted it. He missed the second one. But I think that's when Luka Doncic makes those 15 to 10-foot jumpers at the elbow, that's what really elevates his game and makes him the most unguardable player in the NBA. Because if he's confidently taking and making that shot, well, now you have to defend him at every single level of the court. Because he can get by you on a drive. He can get you on his back when he gets a screen, and then he puts you in jail where he can get to the rim and finish, hit that push shot, which he did on Tatum earlier, but then also kind of give you a jab step, fall away at the mid-range, what he has done twice already in this game. Or he could take a step back three on you. When he makes his mid-range shots, it is just so almost impossible to stop him offensively, and then you get his playmaking into it. It's just, my goodness.
Yeah, it's a reason why some people consider him potentially the best player in basketball. I mean, he is so unstoppable.
By the way, I know hand is part of the ball, but is that not all hand?
Yeah, that was definitely.
So they showed us a new angle when we came back, and the Mavericks lost this challenge.
They call upheld.
That is as bad as a coaching decision as you'll see. That is just terrible. That is just horrible coaching. Why would Jason Kidd challenge that? But the Mavericks are out of challenges. They are out of challenges. And Derek White goes 2 for 2 at the line to make it a 13-8 ball game. First points of the game for him. Derek Jones Jr. was bringing it up for the Mavericks. He's getting harassed. They dump it down to Lively, who's guarded by Tatum. Now to Kyrie. Irving driving. Kicks it out to Kleber. It's a corner three. Air ball. Derek Lively, offensive rebound, though. Loses it. Gets it back. And then saves it from going out of bounds to Jaylen Brown. Brown to the rim. Brown with a ferocious two-handed slam. Driving right by Luka Doncic and putting it right on the rim. No contest from Derek Jones Jr. Man, Brown is so athletic getting to the rim, man. Porzingis checks into the game for Boston. Doncic driving over to Kleber. He's going to try another three. It's a 2, and he misses it. He looks horrific, by the way. Those 2 shots look so uncomfortable for him. Terrible. Tatum driving by Lively to the rim. Hacked, and Jason Tatum will go to the line for 2 unless they call it on the pass. Kleber picks up the foul, who has had quite the uneasy start to this game. This is embarrassing transition defense by Luka Doncic. Embarrassing. That just can't happen. This is an NBA Finals game. I don't care if you're banged up. This is the NBA Finals. Show some pride, Luka. I mean, that crossover, a good crossover. He's quick, but that should not make Luka Doncic look that silly. It will be side out for Boston. They inbound it to Porzingis. He hands it off to Holiday. Holiday working on Jones Jr. Now back to Tatum on the right wing. Tatum driving, double-teamed, fouled. Kyrie Irving called for a reach-in foul. You saw two bodies head towards Tatum there as he started to make his way inside the three-point arc. Luka Doncic shaded over. That's Kyrie's, second foul? Or did they call? No, they called that other one on Kleba. But Jason Tatum doing a good job of driving inside, not settling for any threes. He's only taken one thus far. He has it now, gets Derrick Jones Jr. a trail. Behind the back pass to Porzingis. Porzingis driving, stopping at the free throw line. Jumper, no good, but fouled by DJJ. And Porzingis will now go to the line for two. He checks into the game, forced a couple misses defensively, and will now head to the free throw line for two. Porzingis is such a defensive mismatch because they are forced to put, and they are Dallas, Derrick Jones Jr. or P.J. Washington on him, and he just simply could rise over the top of them. They try to cut off the airspace, and when they do that, they foul him. They don't give him a place to land. Porzingis nets the first free throw. Now it's a 2-point game.
I love Derrick Jones Jr. as a defender. I think he's one of the better wing defenders in the NBA, especially coming off the season he had last year. But him against Porzingis is not a matchup you want to see for Dallas.
Yeah, Porzingis had 20 points in game one. 18 of them came in the first half. Well, he gets his first points of the game here, 2 of them at the line, and brings the Mavericks lead down to 1. Josh Green checks in for Kyrie Irving. Kleber driving to the rim. Rejected by Porzingis. Kleber has been absolutely horrible in this game. 0 for 3 and a couple fouls as well. White gets it over to Tatum. Defended by Green on the left elbow. Tatum driving. Sidestep jumper from 15 feet. Too strong. Rebound Derek Lively. And he'll find Luka as the Mavericks look to catch their breath. The Celtics defense has also been very up and aggressive on the Mavericks. Luka gets by Tatum, fouled from behind, and they're going to say it was in the act of shooting. So Doncic is going to earn himself a trip to the charity stripe for the first time today to try to extend this Mavericks lead. Great crossover by Doncic. Got Tatum on his back. Definitely a reach-in. I thought that was on the floor, Cullen, but they're going to say he's in the act of shooting.
Yeah, Luka did a really good job with a rip-through. And like you said, Boston's aggressive defense kind of cost them there on that one.
Doncic's first free throw is no good. Too strong off back rim. Something that, for as good as a basketball player as Luka Doncic is, there is a real struggle there at times with his free throw shooting.
Yeah, if there is one weakness to his offensive game, it might be the free throw shooting.
Kleba's got to give up. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, driving Porzingis one-on-one, but it's certainly something.
Something, man.
Doncic's second free throw, also no good. His free throw woes continue. I believe he shoots about 73% from the line, which for someone who gets there as often as he does, you would expect it to be better. Jaylen Brown working on Kleber. Kleber is a solid defender, not the best offensive player. Brown out to Hauser for 3. No good, and Luka Doncic away with the board. Outlet pass up ahead to Lively. It's tipped out of bounds by... They're going to say it is off Lively, and it's going to go back to Boston. I understand you had Lively on Hauser, but that is just an ill-advised pass. Brown driving to the rim, stopping, and he travels with it. I didn't actually see the travel there, Cullen. I thought that was a good job by Lively to keep his lateral quickness, and I thought Brown crapped that pivot foot, but evidently the officials thought differently.
I guess we might get a replay here, but that was an interesting pass, to say the least. Great job by Hauser staying in the play, even though he may have gotten a shove in the back by Lively. But
Luka brings it up, gets a screen from Lively. Tatum now defending. Seems like they're hunting Tatum with Luka. Luka driving, double teamed, fading away. That is an unbelievable bucket from Luka Doncic. 17-foot fadeaway off one leg, making Dirk Nowitzki proud and the Mavericks faithful looking back in time. Jaylen Brown driving the other way. They find Porzingis inside on the elbow on the block. He right hook fadeaway over Kleber is good, just too little. And the Mavericks continue to have no answer for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, Porzingis really able to get those spots at will on this so far to start this game.
Doncic working on Tatum, right wing, playing with his food between the legs. Has he drive? He traveled with it. He did. Another travel called. 2 in the last 2 minutes. You don't see that often in the NBA, folks, but that pivot foot was sliding. Bill Kennedy made the call. One of the lead officials for today's game, alongside Tony Brothers, who both teams hate Tony Brothers, by the way. I'm not kidding. I talked to Smitty, who's a Celtics fan. He says Tony Brothers hate the Mavs. You talk to Jeffrey Cooperstein of Mavericks today. He says Tony Brothers hates the Mavs. So who does Tony Brothers hate more?
You said the Mavs.
Actually, I believe I misspoke, by the way. That is not Bill Kennedy. I thought it was. It was not.
All good.
Missed 3. Who missed that? Was that Tatum or Porzingis?
I believe. Whoa.
All that matters is Luka Doncic drains a triple in transition. He's up to 9 points, and the lead is back up to 4. 11 points for Luka, 5 of 7 from the field. Mavericks lead is 4.
As that was Porzingis with a missed 3.
It was Porzingis who missed that 3. Tatum driving, kicking out. It's a Hauser 3. He missed one a minute ago. He'll miss another. Rebound, Kleba cleared it out. Outlet to P.J. Washington. Here comes Dallas. P.J. downhill. Eurostep floater from 8 is good. P.J. Washington with 5 points on the game, and the lead is back to 6 for Dallas. Washington 2 of 3 from the field. He's been an unbelievable pickup for the Mavericks after getting him from the Charlotte Hornets at the deadline. Jaylen Brown, pull-up 3, no good. Foul is called, though, on Josh Green, trying to block out Drew Holiday. Caught him with a little shove, and it will stay with Boston. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. The Celtics are actually in the bonus now, so Drew Holiday will get a pair of free throws.
Yeah, they're showing the highlights here. Dallas is doing a great job getting downhill, attacking the basket, really forcing Boston's perimeter defenders to stay active the entire possession. Great job by Dallas so far.
Drew Holiday, another new face to the Celtics organization as they dealt for him, a part of that 3-team deal, if you will, where Damian Lillard went to the Bucks, Drew Holiday went to the Blazers, and then ended up getting rerouted before the season to Boston. He's been an unbelievable pickup for the Celtics, and they actually signed him to a 3 or 4 year extension as well during the regular season. He makes the first free throw to make it a 5-point game. And he makes the second as well to cut it to 4. 2016, 2:50 to go in the opening 12. Luka bringing it up, getting by Holiday. Now we'll back him down. Isolated on the right side of the floor. Backing, fading, pump fake. Goes up and is fouled by Holiday. Great, beautiful footwork by Doncic. Is going to earn himself a trip to the charity stripe. And Cullen, has it not seemed like Luka Doncic and the Mavericks have made it a priority to when Drew Holiday or Derek White is on him, that they back them down and work out of the post almost, where he can hit a fadeaway. He can get double teamed and find an open teammate. They are trying to get Luka in the post area.
Yeah, no, definitely going up against Drew Holiday and Derek White, two really great ball pressure guards. One way to kind of negate that, if you will, is to, hey, put them in the post. Make them get physical. Make them try to wear down over the course of the game. And who better to do it than Luka Doncic, who lives for taking advantage of smaller guards in the post.
Luka Doncic made the first free throw, 21-16. He has one more at the line after going 0-2 in his initial trip. He goes 2-2 here. He's 2 for 4 in the game. 6-point lead once again for Dallas. King Campbell says, can you show the actual game? Unfortunately not, due to copyright. But we'll basically radio with a live scoreboard as well. Drew Holiday checks out of the game. Excuse me, he stays in, but he has 2 fouls. I thought he was going to check out. Jaylen Brown driving, sees 2 bodies. It's swung around the Hauser, who is fouled by Kyrie Irving. I believe that is also Kyrie's second foul. So, pair of cards in this game in foul trouble early.
Yeah. And then you see Jaylen Brown talking to Drew Holiday, basically telling him, hey, stay the course. We need you in this game. Don't commit any fouls that you don't need to. Also talking to Derek White there. I mean, this is one of the reasons Jaylen Brown, one of the most respected leaders here in the NBA, and especially for this Boston Celtics team.
NBA Now by Chat Sports here live. 29 likes. That is unacceptable. The Heat Report is beating Chat Sports in likes. 34-29 in favor of the Heat Report. Heat Report, good work. NBA Now, that is unacceptable. Hit that thumbs up icon. We are live for completely free content here. We know not everyone can super chat. But best way to help the channel, and if you appreciate us being live here on a Sunday evening, breaking down the game with you, hanging out, hit that thumbs up icon. What is happening here? It's not a full timeout on the floor, but teams are huddled up. For what reason, I don't know. 2:20 to go in the first 12 minutes, though.
It looks like they had to clean a wet spot up on the floor. So I guess they gave him a mini timeout.
Hauser will be at the line after Kyrie committed the foul because the Celtics are in the bonus. Daniel Gafford checks back in for the Mavericks. Lively sits down. Luka Doncic will also take a breather as well. After a really hot start for Luka, 11 points in the first quarter. Crystal Plummer saying Boston better. Hauser makes the first, 22-17. Lineup for Dallas right now, Kyrie Irving, Josh Green, Daniel Gafford, Kleba, and I believe P.J. Washington. Drew Holiday will take a seat on the bench. Porzingis in, so they're going to go big here. Porzingis, Al Horford, Hauser, all into the game together alongside Jaylen Brown, and I believe Jason Tatum. Can't tell. It is
no Tatum.
It is Derek White instead of Tatum. Kyrie Irving has it, guarded by Jaylen Brown on the left wing. Kyrie Irving calling for an ISO on Brown on the left side of the floor. Good defense by Brown. Kyrie harassed, loses his dribble, picks it back up. Corner three, no. It is a travel. Jaylen Brown with excellent defense on Kyrie Irving. Brown absolutely bagged him up, man. Jaylen Brown is one of the better two-way players in the NBA, and he's putting it on full display. Mavericks lead by 4, yet they have 5 turnovers in this game. Boston only 2. Derek White, they're going to whistle Maxi Kleba with an off-ball foul. Little shove on Porzingis, which is just not smart basketball. It's sending Porzingis to the line for a free 2 shots.
Yeah, Kleba, you have to get Kleba off the floor if you're Dallas.
He has been so bad in this game, man.
He's got to provide something. I understand, he has that small ball versatility. He can play the 5 stretch. He's got decent, instincts as a help side defender, but that foul is something you cannot have.
Porzingis' 3rd free throw attempt of the game, he makes it.
Yeah.
Porzingis has just been a difference maker in this series thus far.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who you'd ideally love to guard him with if you're Dallas. In an ideal situation, maybe Lively.
You have to put a center on him, but the issue is all they do is set screens and get a switch to where Porzingis gets on a Josh Green or a Derek Jones Jr., and then he just rises up in the mid-range off the pick and little pop in the midi. 22-20 as Kristaps went 2 or 2 of the line. The Celtics are 10 of 10 as a team. The Mavericks have only shot 4 free throws, all from Luka Doncic. Washington drive, kick out to Green. Now to Kleba at the top of the screen. 3 on the shot clock. Kleba's going to have to launch. He will launch. Left wing 3. No good. Bodies hit the floor. It's a foul on Jaylen Brown. They're going to say he gave a little elbow or shoulder shove to Daniel Gafford, and it will stay with the Mavs here. I believe Gafford will actually get a pair of free throws as the Mavericks are in the bonus.
That he will.
Gafford, not the best free throw shooter, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, that's a bad call. That is not a foul on Jaylen Brown, but the issue is why would you challenge it if you're Boston? There's no need. Why would you potentially lose your challenge like Dallas already did? So Gafford will get 2 free throws. 64% free throw shooter, and he shows that why as he misses the first.
Yeah. Celtics run loading from Jay Will. I mean, the Celtics can go on a run clearly anytime. We saw that in Game 1.
I mean, that's what we also saw a little bit in Game 1. Like you mentioned, the big run they went on. It was a 23-5 run. It started in the final 3 minutes of the quarter. Now, This will not probably balloon to a double-digit lead after 12 minutes like it did in Game 1, but closing quarters and closing halves are very important in the NBA. Gafford goes 0 for 2, so smart decision not to challenge from Joe Mazzulla, and the rebound came away by Boston. Celtics have a chance to tie or take the lead depending on shot selection. Jaylen Brown, top of the key. Gets it over to Porzingis. At the free throw line, guarded by Kyrie. Step back. Nails it, man.
Disgusting.
Just can't guard it. Can't guard it. And we're even at 22, under a minute to go. Porzingis with 8 points in 6 minutes. PJ Washington spinning, double teamed. Man, this defense has been unbelievably aggressive for Boston. 10 on the shot clock. Kyrie has it now. Irving gets a screen from Kleba. Porzingis shades. Irving to the rack. Banks it in. Tough bucket by Kyrie Irving. Puts Dallas out in front. Jaylen Brown and the Celtics likely going to go 2 for 1 here. 35 to go in the quarter. 14 on the shot clock. Brown between the legs. Over to White. Left wing 3. No good. Gafford board. Outlet to Irving. Here comes Kyrie and Dallas. They'll likely hold for the best shot they can, as there is a 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 20 to go in the quarter. Celtics 0 of 8 from 3. Dallas 2 of 5. But the free throw disparity is what has kept Boston in it. Kyrie driving. Gets by Hauser. Hangs in the air and finishes. Back-to-back drives by Kyrie Irving. Puts the Mavericks up 4. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Brown drives out to Horford, corner triple. And there is the first 3 of the game for Boston. Inbounded, Green, 2. He's going to get a look up here. Green, that's a foul! Oh, inexcusable from Kristaps Porzingis and Derek White to bite on the Josh Green pump fake with 0.1 seconds to go. And the Mavericks are going to get 3 free throws with 0.1 seconds. As Porzingis absolutely bodied up Josh Green before the buzzer sounded.
Unbelievable.
3 free throws coming for Josh Green to end this quarter, and he misses the first. The Mavericks are 2 of 7 from the line. That cannot happen, Cullen, on the road in any game ever, let alone an NBA Finals game where you're trying to tie up the series.
Yeah, the margin for error is so slim for the Mavericks right now. They are down 0-1 in the series. They're going up against a team that's had 60-plus wins in the regular season. That a team that's confident in their ability in front of their home crowd to potentially go up 2-0 and have a real big lead in the series. You just cannot afford to make mistakes like that, like missing free throws. You just can't do it.
Now, Josh Green does go 2 of 3, and that will end the first quarter as the Mavericks lead 28-25. Good opening period for Dallas. They've turned the ball over a little bit, but your 2 stars showed up. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic have combined for 21 of your 28 points. The other 7 coming from PJ Washington, who has 5, and then those 2 free throws from Josh Green. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Chat Sports, we are going to be live for the NBA Draft, NBA Free Agency. We will have you covered on everything surrounding the NBA, so hit that sub button if you want more NBA content, as we're on the road to 376,000 subscribers. But we're also live on our Heat Report channel, where we have 11,263 subscribers. Daily content surrounding the Miami Heat, so if you want to be covered there, make sure you hit that sub button. We put out a video every single day. We put out a video before we went live today. We will continue to have you covered there on the Heat, surrounding trade rumors, draft news, rumors, everything you need.
Yeah.
Brandon Rice asks, what happened to covering the Patriots channel? Different things, Brandon. Career opportunities. It's the best way to put it. Career opportunities. Chance to level up my game. Unfortunately, Brandon. But Allie Barefoot's going to do a great job for your Patriots today.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to throw this out here now. Since
what's
we're
your
kind of
call?
in the middle of the quarters here, and we got a little bit of time. Like you said, we just went over the subscriber numbers for both Chat Sports and the Heat Report. If we reach the next 1,000, meaning if we get to 376,000 or if we get to 12,000 on Heat, again, by the end of the game.
That's not going to happen on Heat.
We'll see. You never know.
No, I do not. If you think we're picking up, what is it? Where are we at?
Let me see.
If you think I know
a
it's
little over 700 subscribes.
If you think we're picking up 700 subscribers on this watch party, you have another thing coming.
Hey, man.
I agree, AE, by the way. But yeah, I agree. If we get to 376,000 subscribers today on Chat Sports, which is 34 away, that's very doable. That's honestly should be expected. We will do a beer bong race.
I'm down with that.
You remember that?
Yeah. I am down. Man. And they're showing the replays here of some of the, first quarter moments. Luka Doncic is getting to his spot nearly every possession. And it's part of the reason why he's so great, but Boston's aggressive defense. I understand if you're Boston, right? You look at Dallas and you say, okay, They have Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, two guys that can get to the rim, create at will. So you don't want to like sit back and just let them, run roughshod over your defense. But at the same time, some of the risks they're taking are putting them in disadvantageous spots for their, help side help, Porzingis, whether that's Al Horford, whomever, and that's going to potentially get them into foul trouble as well. So I'm really interested to see how Mazzulla adjusts going forward through the rest of the game because there's been some bright spots, Rolly, but I think Luka and Kyrie are handling this initial storm and initial rush of Boston's defense fairly well so far.
I'll say this. As much as if you're a Mavericks fan or a Mavericks supporter, you got to be happy with a 3-point lead after one quarter. Mm-hmm. I do not think the level of play that Kyrie and Luka are playing at right now is sustainable. Yeah. And like I mentioned, at the end of the quarter, Luka has 13 points on, I believe, 5 of 7 shooting.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
Kyrie Irving's got 8 points. Like those two have come on 4 or 5?
4 or 5. So 9 of 12 combined for them.
They are simply not going to be able to continue to shoot that efficiently as well as carry this offense. You're going to need someone to step up. Now, P.J. Washington giving you 5 points was solid in the first quarter. But you're going to need a third and fourth consistent scorer in this game, in this series, if you want a chance to win your second ever NBA Finals if you're the Dallas Mavericks. Logan's Lab's back in the building. What's up, Logan's Lab? Good evening, Logan.
What's going on, brother?
Good evening, Logan. Second quarter is underway. Peyton Pritchard into the game for the first time. How about Dante Exum getting some PT for Dallas? Lineups for each team: Washington, Exum, Kyrie, Lively, and Luka. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Porzingis, Pritchard, and Tatum. Brown drives, kicks the White, 10-footer baseline push shot, good. And that's how the second quarter scoring gets underway for Boston. Luka has it at the free throw line, guarded by Pritchard. Here comes a back down. Luka fadeaway at the line, left it short, but gets a friendly roll off front rim. And Luka's continuing the cook in the mid-range. He's up to 15 points a game high. White has it. Gets it to Tatum, who's backing down Kyrie. Baseline. Great cut by Jaylen Brown. Good pass by Tatum, and it's slammed home. Tatum has really done a better job of playmaking throughout his career. This has probably been the best year of his career in terms of playmaking. Luka left open, corner 3. Nets it! Doncic in fuego, folks! 18 points for Luka Doncic, 7 of 9 from the field, second triple of the ball game. Tatum drives on P.J. Washington, out to Pritchard. He'll launch top of the key. He can't answer. Exum with the board. He's going to push for Dallas. Extra ball handler. Driving. Turns it over.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you don't want that. I mean, I actually don't hate the Exum minutes to give you another ball handler because Derrick Jones Jr., who has been bringing the ball up for Dallas, has been very iffy and very sketchy in terms of his ball handling when being pressured. Exum, a natural guard, could benefit the Mavericks to give Luka and Kyrie some breathing room and rest bringing the ball up. I don't hate that, but Exum's got to play under control. Jaylen Brown turned it over, dribbled it off himself out of bounds. Luka now has the other way, fading away at the line. It's nylon again! Doncic with 20! Mavericks up 6! Luka, oh my! 8 of 10 from the field. He simply cannot be stopped. Porzingis, pick and pop. Pump fake, over to White now. We'll reset with Derek White, who gets the switch on the Washington. And he just throws it away. Miscommunication on the Celtics offense. Luka has done this every time.
Every time.
Drives left, stops off 2 feet, pump fake, fade away, one-legged at the elbow. It just can't get guarded. He's using his 6'7", 6'8" height, good arm length to just rise over his opponents. Luka, pump fake, step back 3 over Porzingis. Oh, that was a heat check. Could not go, but it looked good almost the entire way. Tatum in transition, driving on Kyrie, getting to the rim, scoops home a layup, and Tatum answers back to cut the deficit down to 4. Jerome Lee says just subscribe. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, man.
Irving, isolated on Pritchard. Pritchard is a solid defender. Kyrie working, spinning, half spin, fadeaway, 10 feet, can't go. Tough shot. See, I don't love that. I think you could get that shot anytime you want if you're Dallas. You can get that with 5 on the shot clock. You don't need it at 15. Tatum, top of the scheme. They get it to Porzingis at the elbow. Porzingis rises and connects over Exum. Porzingis continuing to absolutely dominate in the mid-post area, 35-33. Luka back the other way, guarded by Tatum. Sidestep triple in the corner. Left it short. Rebound Derek White. And now the Celtics have numbers. 5-on-4. Here comes White. Kicks it to Tatum. Corner three for Tatum is no good. Offensive rebound, Pritchard. Back out to Holiday. Holiday driving. Finds Tatum on the outside. Tatum spinning. Oh, he had some lost in the sauce, but misses the layup. Doncic with the board. Outlet to Washington. Mavericks have numbers. PJ to the rim. Two-handed slam.
Offensive foul.
But an offensive foul is whistled on Derek Lively, who shoved Porzingis on a moving screen.
I mean, you can't do that.
That's a flop, but it is a call. It's the right call, but it is a flop.
Yeah.
Two things.
Also, I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation if you're Lively? Like, just get out the way? But, I mean, you can't do that, man.
Two things can be true. That was a foul, and it was also a flop.
Yes. Man, oh, man. And like you said, man, Doncic will cool off just a little bit after that incredibly hot start. So.
I mean, it was unsustainable.
Yeah.
But Tatum at the elbow, guarded by Lively. Backing him down now. Sees three bodies. Kicked out to Derek White. Corner triple. It's good. And the Mavericks fall behind for the first time in a long time. It actually is the first time the Celtics have led in this game. They've trailed as much as 7. Luka, right elbow. Now at the three-point arc. Driving on Holiday. Doubled. Baseline. What a ridiculous swing pass to Washington. Triple. No good. Offensive rebound tipped out, and Derek Jones Jr. just misses the ball, and it goes to Boston. Derek White blocked by P.J. Washington inside, and now the Celtics will reset their offense. I mean, Derek Jones Jr. has been the definition of horrific in this game. In the series, really.
Yeah.
Tatum working on Luka, gets a step, loses the handle, turned over. Mavericks out in transition, 2-on-3. Luka to the rim, drop off to Lively. Lively, shot, no good. Rebound, Horford, outlet Pritchard. Here comes Boston to trailing White. White kicks it back out to Pritchard, and the Celtics will call a timeout and talk some things over. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Celtics lead by 1. I mean, these role players for the Dallas Mavericks have just really struggled. Derek Jones Jr., Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford have been ineffective in this series thus far. Have fun watching these games by playing the best fantasy sports app in North America. That is Prize Picks, where you're going to first deposit match up to $100 when you download the app and use code CLNS. You can also get that first deposit match when you click on the link in the live chat and description. Why is it the best daily fantasy sports app? Well, let me tell you why. Because they have the best promotions and daily specials. PrizePicks has got you covered on a week-to-week basis, from lowering select player stat projections on Tuesdays, with increases your chances of getting a win, to getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Fridays. They also have Demons and Goblins, which you can cycle through, which can increase your payout but increase your risk. Also can do the opposite, lower your payout but lower your risk of losing. They also are giving you a 10% boost when you have select stars in your entries like this right here. A 3-player entry is usually worth 5 times your money if you win. It is now 5.5 times my money if I win. Less than on Porzingis, 15.5 points. He's got 10, I think. I'm done. More than Jason Tatum, 7.5 3-pointers. He's taken 2. And then more than on Derek White and PJ Washington, 27.5. They at least have combined for more than 10. I know that. But we'll check in on these numbers and stats in the second half as well. But join me, Stephen A. Smith, and millions of others playing Prize Picks on a daily basis. Download the app and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100, or use code CLNS when you click on that link in the description and live chat of today's video. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Let me know who you got in this game, by the way. 36-35, Celtics lead for the first time in this ball game. They'll have it side out when they come back. Get your votes down below. BOS for the Celtics, DAL for the Mavericks. Has your vote changed since the pregame? Colin, we didn't even really talk about it or give my prediction. I just gave storylines to watch. I did pick Dallas to win game 2 because I feel like they just have not lost back-to-back games. They haven't lost in 2 months, so I expected them to come out and get a win. They threw out a good first punch, but Boston has weathered the storm early here.
Yeah. I'm also giving shout-outs to anybody who types DAL or Boston. I agree with you. I did pick Dallas in this game. I just felt like, Luka and Kyrie were going to take this game more into their hands. They have so far. And honestly, it is still a really close game with Jason Tatum, kind of the low-key story no one's really talked about up to this point. He hasn't played his best basketball at all.
I mean, he also might stink.
He might. That's fair. By the way, Derek White and PJ Washington, 12 points. Come on.
Okay, so he's got 7 then?
Yeah, White does, yes.
I'll take that. But what is Porzingis has 10, right?
Porzingis has 10, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem.
Might be.
I need him to score 5 points or less for the rest of the game. Yeah, I'm done.
You never know. You never know.
I'm probably cooked.
But hey, you know what? Made the game interesting as long as you play with prize.
Yeah, sure will. Sure will.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Luka's cooled off a little bit, but he's cooking, man. All right, we're back. In-game action. Tatum over to Pritchard. One more to Holiday. Holiday driving on PJ Washington. Backing him down. Bad angle. Throws out to White. White's going to have to launch a one-legged three. It almost went in. Oh, shit. That would have been an absolute circus horse shot. It does not fall for White, and rebound by Kleba. Here comes Dallas. Luka has it top of the key. Gets downhill. Over to Kleba now. Kleba tries to get Luka posting up. They get it to him. 15 feet on the right elbow. Backing down Tatum. Defensive 3 seconds will be whistled on Al Horford, so the Mavs will get a fresh 14 on the shot clock as well as one free throw. Luka will take the free throw. Doncic, Kleba, PJ Washington, Derek Jones Jr., and Josh Green for the Mavericks. Kyrie set the check back in, though.
Hit the free throw, Luka. Just hit it.
Luka 2 of 4 at the line. Make it 2 of 5.
He missed it.
I mean, he just can't make free. Every great player has one flaw in their game. Luka's his free throws. Michael Jordan's 3-point shooting. LeBron James, also free throws. Nobody can be perfect, folks.
It's true.
Kyrie checks in for PJ Washington. Luka driving, spinning, sees a wall of defenders, kicked out to Josh Green, left wing 3, almost airballed it. Tatum comes away with the board. Over to Brown now. Jaylen Brown gets downhill, stops, pump fake, great up and under move by Jaylen Brown. Had Derek Jones Jr. out of his shoes. Largest lead of the game for Boston at 3.
He's the Finals MVP, by the way.
Oh, absolutely, right now, yeah. I could argue Porzingis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Brown, Pritchard, Tatum, Holiday, and Horford on the court for the Celtics. Luka, good crossover move, drives downhill, no-look pass, Josh Green, corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Derek Jones Jr. finds it cutting Green, and he makes the layup. A much-needed bucket from the Mavericks cuts their deficit down to 1. Pritchard driving, baseline. Drew Holiday in the corner now. They're just going to trade baseline drives. Great Euro step by Holiday as he knives his way to the basket for a deuce. The Celtics offense is just so dynamic, so free-flowing, so fluid. Luka, Euro step to the rim, drop off to Derek Jones Jr. for a layup. Wow, we're seeing some high-level playmaking and scoring now, folks. Brown driving the other way, kicks it out to Tatum. It's going to be turned over. Derek Jones Jr. to the rim. Layup and one! Derek Jones Jr. Bucket plus the harm. Tatum commits the foul as the Mavericks go back out in front. That's back-to-back buckets for DJJ.
Man, oh man.
Out of control offense by Jaylen Brown. Tatum saved it from going over and back, but it ultimately led to 3 potential points for the Mavs.
Great job by Luka there. He always has the eyes in the back of his head. Saw it cutting Derek Jones Jr., and DJ rewards the effort on the defensive end. Great job by the Mavs.
Jones Jr., can he convert the 3-point play? He can. Mavericks have been spotty from the free throw line today, but they get one there. I believe they are... No, I'm not going to try to guess. I think it's like 6 of 11, though. Tatum downhill, double team, drop off to Holiday. Lefty layup is good. Holiday has been big inside, almost playing like a big center. That's how he's getting all of his buckets. No jumpers, nothing, just straight to the rim.
Straight
Tatum's got 2 points. He's 1 of 7 from the field. This brother stinks.
This brother stinks.
Kyrie drives on Tatum, pull up, elbow, short, rebound, Horford. Here comes Tatum. Tatum, guarded by Kyrie, drives left, barrels his way to the rim, fouled on the pass. He dumped it off to Horford for a layup, but they call it on the floor first. It will be side out for the Celtics. I'll say this about Tatum, even though he has been honestly pretty mediocre and underwhelming this entire postseason run, he has done a really good job of playmaking, creating shots for his teammates. He draws a crowd from the opposing defenses. So it's not like he's been so bad, but like I will say, it's not like he is having this otherworldly playoff run where you can confidently say this is a number one on a championship contender team.
Yeah.
It's just that the Celtics have the best roster in the NBA by far, and he's benefiting from that. Step back three. You could build a house with that one. That hit almost backboard first. Holiday offensive rebound, turning away, jumper, left it short. Here comes Dallas looking to reclaim the lead. And we'll have our second timeout of the quarter. Jason Kidd will talk things over. 4 minutes to go in the first half, tied at 42, and we will talk it over. I mean, Tatum has just been... If you had any belief that Tatum can be a leading guy on a championship team that isn't the most stacked roster in the NBA, I think we're getting our answer. But, I mean, credit to Brad Stevens and this roster for just being well put together, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. We do have a Super Chat menu.
We do.
We have $25 total in Super Chats today. The goal was 200, and if we got to 200 in total Super Chats between both channels, we are going to do a beer boot race. That's 3 beers at one time between myself, Nic Rohloff, and producer Cullen Brown. But if you want to know what other deals we got today, any Super Chat will get on screen. $10 Super Chat is 5 push-ups. $20 is a shot of tequila plus get on the Heat Report Hall of Fame ball. And $50 is a beer bong race. Bong is 1 beer, boot is 3. So boot, $200 total, but if you want to see a beer bong race, $50 would do the trick. Let's try to have a party on a Sunday night. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Whew, man. Yeah. I'm waiting the word on where we're at Super Chat wise. We're going to get a Super Chat battle going on between our NBA main channel combined with the Heat and Celtics and Mavs. So we'll see where we're at with that. But yeah, if you want to see us drink, you want to see us do some push-ups, get your name on screen.
You're doing some push-ups, Colin?
I'll do some push-ups.
Oh, yeah?
I'll do some push-ups. Do some push-ups.
How many push-ups do you think you could do in a row?
In a row?
Before you fail?
Not a lot, but I will do the most I can. I could probably do 20, 25, somewhere around there.
So I'm curious to see how long I could go on a rest, because the other day to close out my workout, because I did this full body circuit, and it honestly had like 2 tricep workouts and a chest workout in there, so I was a little bit sore, and I pumped out 30 in a row. Like I'm talking like good, like elbows tucked, chest hitting dead, no bullshit. Like I'm going until I'm doing perfect form push-ups until I can. I got to 30, and I was curious to see like if I wasn't already doing a workout and I just was like cold, just like, all right, muscles aren't sore, how many I could do in a row. I'd guess it adds probably like 10. I could probably get to 40.
You should just wake up tomorrow and just do it.
Well, I'll be at the gym tomorrow, that's for sure. Tomorrow morning, baby. 6 a.m. every day. Get that work in, folks. Change the life around, baby. Muhammad says the Mavs need to trade for Paul George or Cat in the offseason. Luke and Kyrie can't do it on their own. I will say the reason why they were so good in the Western Conference playoffs is how good P.J. Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. was performing, Colin. Derrick Jones Jr., other than the last couple minutes, has been non-factor in the first 5 quarters. And P.J. Washington has been all right in this game. Yep. But you just need more. You just need that consistent wing presence, because it's tough to win with just 2 guards doing everything. It is. True. It's tough. No matter how good they are, man, it's tough to do it.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, the only, team to be led by 2 guards, primarily are, the Warriors and maybe, like, the bad boy Pistons, you could say, with Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Like, it just doesn't happen that often, man.
Yeah, when you just 2 best players being guards, it's tough, man. All right, we're back, though. Under 4 minutes to go. Luka's got it. Gets a screen. Porzingis in drop coverage. They double-team Luka now. Behind the back pass to Derrick Jones Jr. He'll launch a three, and he'll miss, and his nightmarish NBA Finals continue. Jaylen Brown brings it up now. The Mavericks are shooting 47% from the field, 3 of 12 from 3. Celtics shooting 2 of 12 from 3. Celtics jump out in front. Tatum got downhill, dropped it off to Jrue Holiday along the baseline for a lefty layup. Kyrie backing down White, fadeaway, doesn't go. Rebound Porzingis. See, that's the thing. That's a shot too early in the shot clock. I don't like. Brown downhill. Thought he traveled with it. He doesn't. Kicks it out to Porzingis, and they'll reset with Tatum on the top of the key. Working isolation on Lively. Gets a step. Drop off to White. 10-footer on the baseline. Does not go, and Lively clears the board. Outlet to Doncic. Doncic driving wide open. Lob to White. Oh! That's Derrick Jones Jr. with a monstrous two-handed slam. DJJ taking flight in Boston. 44-44. Doncic has now got 20 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Tatum over to Holiday, driving on Luka. Floater, good, and Jrue Holiday is just attacking the cup at an elite level right now. What has Jrue Holiday got? 12? 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Doncic matched with Brown. Pick and roll. 3 is true! Doncic with 23 in the game, and the Mavericks jump out in front by 1. Can't go under screens and play drop against Luka. Can't do it. I don't care how long Porzingis is. He's not going to be able to contest Luka enough. Tatum downhill, driving, layup, good, and 1. Tatum earning himself a trip to the charity stripe and putting the Celtics back up in front by 1 with exactly 2 minutes to go in the half. Ooh, I don't see the foul there, but...
Give him a little bit of the doubt call right there.
Don't see the foul there, but see, you're on the other end. Yeah. Brown gets caught on a good screen by Lively. There's either got to be a talk of a hedge and a switch, or you have to fight over that screen. You simply cannot play... I know it's not crazy drop, but you can't even give him like 3 feet of room because with how high arcing Luka's shot is, he'll get it up over you with ease and not even see a contest. Tatum converts to the 3-point play, so Boston back up in front by 2. Minute 50 to go in the opening half. Kyrie, top of the key, defended by Tatum. Kyrie driving, crossover, step back, mid-range, short. Lively tips it out. Irving's got it. He kicks it out to Jones Jr. Corner, back to Irving. Irving, fadeaway, 10 feet, gets the friendly roll, and ties this one back up at 49.
Man, oh man, great job by Kyrie Irving there. Never gave up on the play. Found a little room on the baseline, was able to get the nice little roll.
Irving started off 4 of 5 from the field, now 5 of 10. He's got 10. Brown slips. They're going to whistle a foul. See, those are the fouls I hate, and maybe I see something different on replay here. But when an offensive player just slips because there's a little bit of contact, there should not be a foul called. Yeah, that's a tough bucket from Kyrie, man. It's good to see him play a little bit better after his horrific display in Game 1. That foul will also send Boston to the line for 2 as they are in the bonus. Jaylen Brown will shoot the pair. Minute 15 to go in the half. Mavericks 5 of 11 from the field. I believe Boston's 10 of 10. Or 11 of 11 after Tatum's make it 12 of 12 after Jaylen Brown connects on his first and gives Boston a 1-point lead.
Yeah. And that could be the difference in this game, man. That's the reason Dallas has really got to emphasize making their free throws. I know it's something that, as like a holistic thing, you can't change over a couple weeks or whatever. But hey, man, get some extra shots in the gym. This is NBA Finals. You can't afford to leave points on the board.
By the way, why is Josh Hart on the ESPN pregame, halftime, postgame show? Maybe it's just me and I'm a Knicks hater, but do you think I give a shit about what Josh Hart has to say?
I've always found it odd when they invite guys like Draymond, Josh Hart, whomever, like players during the series or even coaches or anything. Like, just keep it the same.
They just whistled P.J. Washington for a lane violation.
You've got to be kidding me.
Jaylen Brown, of course, misses the free throw. I guarantee they wouldn't have called him for a lane violation if he made it. Yeah. But Washington... it was a lane violation. They just never call him. Yeah. Brown makes good of the extra attempt and makes it. So the Celtics remain perfect from the line. 51-49. 13-13 for Boston. 5-11 for Dallas. Horford one-on-one with Luka. You got to send help here. Luka driving, kicking to Washington. PJ drives on Derek White. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound Horford. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Under a minute to play. Brown guarded by Luka. Isolated in the left corner. Brown out to Tatum at the top of the key, and they'll reset the offense. Back to Brown. Brown driving, spinning, gets in the lane. Out to White. One more to Tatum. Tatum not settling. To Holiday. Corner three is good. Great ball movement by Boston, and they've got their largest lead of the game at 5. 30 seconds to go. Kyrie drives on Holiday. Spinning. Lob to Gafford, and it's blocked, but they're going to call it goaltend.
Yeah.
A goaltend is called on Derek White. 2 points will count for Gafford.
Interesting call there.
Oh, yeah, his thumb went through the rim.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. You know what? I didn't see that live. That's incredible by the official to recognize that.
Yep.
You can't touch the rim. You can't have your hand touch the net while defending a shot. Derek White's thumb went right through the rim. 54-51 is the score. Celtics will hold for one shot to end the half. The fact that Boston's going to be leading this half, by the way, is incredible. Brown driving, stopping, out to Tatum. Tatum had a three, passed up on it, now drives inside, and will not get a shot up. Wait, no. Okay, that's the end of the first half.
Yep.
54-51 will be the score at the end of the half. Doncic with a game-high 23 points. Drew Holiday leading the Celtics in scoring with 17. I don't know why Jason Tatum passed up a wide-open catch-and-shoot three on the right wing, but he passed it up, tried to do a drive, hezzy-hey, isolation, and didn't even get a shot up. Just take the fucking shot, man.
I agree.
Sometimes players do too much.
Yeah, man.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A.
Yeah. Did way too much thinking there. Just, hey, take the open look.
Grade the first half. As a unbiased viewer of the game of basketball, grade the first half A, B, C, D, or F. I am going to go with a solid A-, Cullen. Back and forth. It never got out of hand. The largest lead was a 7-point lead by Dallas. Competitive, high-octane shot-making abilities. Tough shots going in. I mean, that was an entertaining first half. I'll go A-.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen better. It's not like it's the greatest first half I've ever seen, but yeah, very good half, a lot of great action. We saw some back and forth. Neither team really getting out to a huge lead, so it felt like, oh no, this could like avalanche like it did in game one. So yeah, A- seems about right. B+ somewhere around that range. So I think it's a good half of basketball. I'm definitely satisfied with it.
Axie says A for overall. Logan's Lab says B+. Cardiac says predictable.
Yeah, Ishmael says they did it with Barkley. Yeah, Barkley's part of the whole team. Like, he's part of the regular crew. Josh Hart isn't. That's the difference. It's like, if Draymond Green retired and he was a part of that crew the whole time, then I wouldn't be complaining about it. But it's just like, I don't want to see random players who compete against these guys, like, give their opinion. Like, and especially Josh Hart, too. Which I respect Josh Hart, but, like, really, that's the best person you could get, with all due respect? Josh Hart? I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know if they have the stats over there yet that we can pull, but I'd love to go through some of these stats because Jason Tatum has been putting up stinkers, dude. Good facilitating, good playmaking, but he can't buy baskets, man. Ricardo Holmes says C first half. I mean, it was certainly competitive, man. I expect a good second half to come on the way. The question is, how much can you really expect Luka to give you, man? I mean, Luka played arguably one of the best halves of basketball in the NBA Finals that we've ever seen. 23 points, 8 of 12 shooting, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Like, what else can you expect from Luka Doncic, man? I mean, I don't really know what you can expect. But what I've seen is what I saw really in the first game of the series, where even though the Celtics won that game by a pretty wide margin, like, the type of defense Joe Mazzulla was running against Dallas is the same that they've been running here, where they're not really doubling on pick and rolls to get the ball out of Luka's hands. They are switching, and they're kind of forcing him to get to the corner, if you will. And Luka's been patient, not rushed anything. And really been able to get to the mid-range, hit the fall-away jumpers after backing down his opponent in the post. Like, I think Luka's been very under control in this game, and it's been benefiting the Mavericks offense as a whole from himself, creating shots for others. I'll be intrigued to see if the Celtics are going to change up their defensive coverage on Luka Doncic. Will they force the ball out of his hands and double him and blitz him off screens and then force the dump down to Lively or Gafford and make them make a decision? Now, that's what the opponents that the Mavericks faced in the Western Conference did quite a bit, whether it be OKC, Los Angeles, the Timberwolves. Like, they forced the ball out of Luka's hands as much as they possibly could, and Gafford and Lively killed them because they are skilled playmakers for their size. Celtics obviously don't want that to happen. First half stats in this one. Similar shooting statistics from the field, 48.8% from Dallas, 47.5% from Boston. A little bit of a difference in three-point shooting. Only one in makes. Mavericks have made 4. Celtics have made 3 on 2 less attempts for Dallas. But the main intriguing part is the free throw disparity for these teams. By the way, when we rotate through player stats, let's go from like who's got the best rather than top to bottom. So let's start with like Luka and Kyrie, and then we could work our way. But either way, I want to take a look at the free throw disparity because the Celtics are 13 of 13, and I believe the Mavericks are 5 of 11 from the field, or from the free throw line, which not the craziest disparity, but in terms of makes, 8 free throws is quite the difference in terms of makes. So the Mavericks are going to have to continue to get to the line, but they're also going to have to make those free throws, because if you can't get to the line, or if you can't make your free throws, then what's the point of getting there? I want to double check these stats before we go into the in-depth players to make sure it's that statistic for each team from the charity stripe. It is 5-11 from Boston and 13 of 13, or 13-13 for Boston, 5-11 for Dallas. All right, let's talk about some individual player stats, and we'll start with the best player in this game and series, Luka Doncic. 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Also has 3 turnovers, but not going to harp on that when you're shooting 9 of 13 from the field, which comes out to a very nice 69%, and 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. The only knock on Luka in this game is he is 2 of 5 from the line. He has been one of the biggest free throw missers in this game and struggled from the line in general, but we talked about a little bit. Luka is getting anything he wants, whether it be a pull-up 3 off drop coverage in the pick and roll from Boston, whether it be backing down an opponent, Jrue Holiday, even Jaylen Brown, Tatum. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. As long as it's not Porzingis or Al Horford, he's backing them down with ease and getting to that fall-away jumper anytime he wants. But he's also been able to knock down his threes at an efficient level. Luka has been absolutely spectacular in this first half. Kyrie with a little bit of a bounce-back performance, 10 points, 3 assists. Started the game off hot, man. Shot 4 of 5 in the opening period, but struggled in the second quarter, only shooting 1 of 5. If the Mavericks want to come back from this 3-point deficit and steal a game on the road, Kyrie's going to have to put up another good half, but probably even a little bit more efficient. Derrick Jones Jr., 7 points for Dallas after a really rough start. He struggled defensively in this series, but caught fire a little bit there with a couple buckets in a row on offensive rebounds and transition opportunities. Let's see if he's going to be able to space the floor for Dallas as he has done all postseason long. PJ Washington, 5 points. He got those 5 points early, started off 2 or 3 from the field, missed his last 2 shots. PJ is just going to have to be more of a difference maker, if you ask me, in the half court, defensively and offensively, man. He's got to be able to knock down those catch-and-shoot three-pointers that they're giving him so more often, and they're going to need him to be a little bit more aggressive on the glass as well. Gafford's been a non-factor in this series too far. 6 quarters, and he's been relatively quiet, nothing crazy from Daniel Gafford. I expected more, not really. Jason Tatum's been bad for Boston, man. Like, let's get to Tatum. This is unbelievable. Like, he has been fantastic in terms of his playmaking. I'll give Tatum credit because he draws a crowd from the opposing defenses. He always sees 2, 3 bodies when he tries to drive inside. They don't want him to get downhill and score at the rim. But 2 of 10 from the field, like, what? There's been a couple missed layups. He's missed all of his 3-point attempts, all 3 of them. He could have taken a wide-open catch-and-shoot 3 on the right wing to end the half, but passed up the shot and then tried to drive into a crowd and turned it over and didn't even give up a shot. Like, Tatum has been solid in terms of finding the open man, especially when he gets downhill. But Tatum has been kind of in between, and he hasn't been precise with his decision-making at times and his shot selection. And he's trying to do all these, like, jelly fan layups. Just go up strong, man. It's kind of crazy. Very strange. Tatum continues to get carried, and I got to be honest, people try to say he's a top 5 player in the league. I don't give a shit. If he wins this ring, I don't even know if he's a top 10 player. Like, I don't know, man. I get it. He sees a lot of coverages. He draws a crowd, but the way he performs and has performed in this postseason, like, I don't know, man. And the last time he was in the finals, too, I get it, 2 years ago, younger guy, shit down his leg against Andrew Wiggins. Jaylen Brown has been probably the second best player for Boston in this series. Like, I gotta be honest, like, Cullen, if I had to rank through 6 quarters the Celtics' best players, I'd go 1, Kristaps Porzingis. I'd go 2, Jaylen Brown. Go 3, Jrue Holiday. 4, Derek White. And then that's where Jason Tatum comes in at number 5.
It's not a bad list.
Brown has had another good first half. He had 22 points in the first game, 8 points on efficient shooting, 4 assists. He's been able to really play defense, though. That's been the thing that's impressive. Forced a couple turnovers on Kyrie and Luka Doncic. He's just been excellent defensively. His physicality, athleticism, and has really shown up so far in the series. He's been playing great basketball. Same can be said for Jrue Holiday, who has the team high for Boston, 17 points, 4 boards, 7 of 9 from the field. The thing that's been impressive with Jrue Holiday is that he has been like almost playing as a center. Like, that's the type of play style he's had, whether it be driving baseline and reverse layup, Euro step layup, playing that dunker spot role, if you will, and being the beneficiary of a Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum drive where they get double teamed and they drop it off to Jrue Holiday for an easy lay. Like, he's just playing any role he needs to get a easy shot inside, and he's been terrific for Boston. Porzingis, interesting, got off to a really hot start, scored 10 points. Like, I think it all came in the first quarter. Kind of quiet in the second quarter. Didn't really play a lot in that period either. But when he's on the floor, man, the Mavericks continue to have no answer for him. 10 points for Kristaps Porzingis, 3 or 4 from the field. Has been to the line twice as well. Missed his only 3-point attempt. Also has deflected and deterred a couple shots inside. Had a really good rejection on Maxi Kleber, but has also really disrupted a couple shot attempts inside for the Dallas Mavericks. Al Horford, who started at center today, has been solid. 5 points, 5 rebounds. Was consistent basketball being played from the veteran. Come to expect that from Al Horford, man. He got beat up bad against the Pacers with that fast pace. No Porzingis in that series. They've targeted him a ton in the pick and roll. They've done it quite a bit here in the first 6 quarters. Dallas has. But Al Horford has held his ground, and he has performed much better in this series so far than he had in the Indiana Pacers series. All right, Cullen, tell us why people should subscribe to the channel.
Because we have daily, free, great NBA content hosted by Nic Rohloff that is going to be one of those things that you're never going to want to miss out, because we're going to be live for every major NBA game. We're going to be producing the content and everything, and you're not going to get this content anywhere else. We're the fastest growing NBA channel on YouTube, and you don't want to miss it out. So just hit that subscribe button down below, and hey, you'll be able to interact with us, get a little chat going on, and talk some ball with me and Rolling. So
yeah, and if we get to 376,000 subscribers on Chat Sports today, we're going to do a beer bong race. Which, by the way, Cullen,
what's up?
I said $50 for a beer bong race.
Yep.
We'll pour a Happy Dad. I got Wild Cherry here today.
Yeah, he doesn't trust me to bring him Happy Dads anymore after game 1.
Okay, after that grape debacle.
Oh my God.
We'll pour it in here. We'll do a beer bong race for a $20 super chat.
Little halftime discount.
Halftime discount, half off halftime, if you will. $20 super chat is going to be a beer bong race. $10 super chat will be a shot, and then any super chat. Usually get on screen. I'll do 5 push-ups for any super chat. I want to do some push-ups. Can come in on the Heat Report. Can come in on Chat Sports. Does not matter. $20 beer bong race. $10 shot. Any super chat is 5 push-ups. Who is going to take advantage is we probably have another 5 to 6 minutes of halftime.
Yep.
So $5 minutes of half off halftime. 5 minutes of half off halftime.
Say that 3
Get your half off halftimes here. Tie my shoe, half off, halftime here, peanuts, crackers, Apple Jacks.
All the above.
Apple Jacks, that's not what it's called. What is it?
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks.
There you go.
That's what it is. By the way, there's just nothing better than peanuts at a ball club or ball stadium.
There you go.
Ball stadium?
Ballpark.
Ballpark. I am special. I don't know.
It's okay.
I'm very dumb.
All good, man. Also, we are, let's see, I'm trying to do math here, 6 likes away from Rolly doing a shot because we'd be 100 total likes.
Yeah, 100 total likes. We got 51 on Chat Sports, 44 on the Heat Report. So guess what? If we get 6 more likes on the Heat Report, I'm taking a shot tequila in the house. 70 people watching. That means there's 6 of you guys out there that are not liking the video. So hit that thumbs up icon if you want me to take a shot.
Easy.
Do we have the Scoreboard L3 graphic, by the way?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so when we get a weigh-in up there, just make sure the score is on screen at all times.
Gotcha.
See if anyone's going to take advantage of our half-off halftime or hit that thumbs up icon for 100 likes. We are 3 likes away. What's up, Reaper? Good to see you too, man. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Shout out to Reaper.
Good to see you, Reaper. Jacob Tillman says, I love Luka, but his defense is so bad. Yeah, I mean, his defense has been subpar. He's been exerting so much energy offensively. It's tough to play defense at that level, but that's kind of what's required in the NBA Finals at the biggest moments, man.
It really is.
It is. All right, we actually got over 100 total likes, which means a shot of tequila is coming your way. I think we're about a minute or two away from getting back underway in the second half, so only a couple minutes to take advantage of half-off halftime. $20 beer bong race, $10 shot, any super chats, 5 push-ups.
Yeah.
Any super chat, $1 could be 5 push-ups. I don't even think we're going to get it.
If Dallas can hit their free throws down the stretch, they have a legitimate shot at winning this game. They really
do.
They really do.
Let's go to who you got coming out of halftime.
Yeah, I got you.
I haven't been able to listen to the broadcast so much, but I could not fathom listening to Doris Burke, Mike Breen, and JJ Redick to watch the finals. I'm not trying to boost myself or pat myself on the back, but I honestly think I might give better entertainment than those 3. Breen's a legend. I don't mind Redick. No offense, but Doris Burke's terrible. Well, no one took advantage of half-off halftime as we do start the second half. Celtics with ball. Holiday has it in a 3-point lead for Boston. Tatum on the right wing to open up this half. Back over to Holiday. Holiday working on Doncic. Back to Tatum. Tatum's going to launch a 3 at the top of the key, and shocker, he missed. 2 of 11 from the field now. 2 of 11 from the field. Doncic has it, guarded by Brown. They get it to Gafford. He's posting up Tatum. Gafford, quick spin, slams it home!
How is that not a foul?
Gafford gets a bucket to start off the half. I'd expect the Mavericks to do more of that, especially since they've been matching up Tatum on the center so often. Doncic strips it from Brown. Here comes Luka now the other way, matched up with White. Luka starting to back him down now. At the elbow, Luka sees 2. Out to Washington. Pump fake. PJ drives. Floater is true. And just like that, Dallas jumps out in front after a 4-0 run in the first minute of the half. Washington with 7 points in this ball game. Derek White now has it over to Brown. PJ Washington defends Jaylen. Jaylen Brown drives right. Spinning back to his left hand, lost it, regains control, kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum drives now, spinning himself, swings it over to Derek White. A triple for him is no good. Offensive rebound, Holiday, foul, and 1 for Jason Tatum. And I got to be honest, that was absolutely ridiculous that that's a foul.
Yeah, not great. I think they call that on Kyrie. That's his 3rd. Yeah, that's a...
I mean, that is just not a foul.
Yeah, great dump off by Holiday. I mean, he did reach in, but that's...
It's the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's...
Can we play basketball? Tatum will be at the line, giving the Celtics a 2-point lead after converting the 3-point play. That is third foul for Kyrie. It's the finals, though. He's not coming out, folks.
Nope.
Luka guarded by Brown. They're going to try to post up Gafford. They're going to continue to try to damage the Celtics if they're going to continue to put this matchup. Gafford inside, banks it home, and we're tied at 57. And if you're Joe Mazzulla, the adjustment from Jason Kidd has been made. If you're going to continue to put Tatum on Daniel Gafford, we're going to post up the big man and let that height and weight differential really come into factor here. Horford, baseline drive, swings at the Brown, corner three. That should be an offensive foul with a flop. Rebound, Doncic after the miss, but Brown strips it from Doncic and trail. Celtics have numbers. To Drew Holiday off the drop-off, lays it up and in, and it's a 2-point lead for Boston once again.
Great job there by Drew Holiday. Again, he's finishing inside, man. He's taking what Dallas is able to give him there in transition.
Kyrie, pull-up three, too strong. Drew Holiday with the board. He's been everywhere for Boston. Holiday hands it off to Tatum now. Tatum to the corner. It's White, a corner three. It's true! Lead up to 5 for the Celtics, 62-57.
Man, oh man, you can see the crowd start to get into it too. Dallas needs to make sure that they don't let this game get away from them.
10 points now for Derek White, 3 of 8. Luka tried to rip a cross-court pass. It was deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with Dallas side out in front of the Celtics bench. Listen, I'll give Tatum credit, and I said this at halftime. Tatum has been really good at playmaking, but his shot-making has been horrific. Luka, fadeaway, one-legged, oh my goodness, 18-foot jumper, pure, 59-62.
He can get that shot whenever he
That
wants
is just
to.
such a tough shot. Like, I don't even think people understand how difficult that shot is. Looks like the Mavericks are in a zone here. They are. Brown will pull up three, blocked. Rebound, Doncic. Gafford got out and got his hand on the ball. Doncic gets a screen. Luka hesitating, now drives. Oh, no look pass to P.J. Washington, who kicks it over to Derrick Jones Jr. He drives, stops, and kicks it out to Kyrie. Kyrie drives, corner, P.J. Washington, three. Rattles in and out, rebound, Derek White. Kyrie was close to picking up his 4th foul, but here comes Boston now. In transition, Jaylen Brown will drive baseline. Step back, mid-range, shot, had Gafford dancing, but could not convert it. And P.J. Washington outlets it over to Kyrie. Irving to Jones Jr., open corner triple. Can't make it, but he gets his own rebound and then turns it over. And here comes Drew Holiday, but P.J. Washington will hit him, and it will be a foul called. Derrick Jones Jr. wanted a foul as he tried to kick it out to the top of the key. He said he got hit on the arm. Both teams really struggling from beyond the arc now. Dallas 4 of 16, Boston 4 of 20.
Man, oh man.
They're going to call this a transition take foul, and Boston's going to get a free throw.
That's home cooking?
I'd say. I mean,
Little
that's
bit.
ridiculous. How could it be a take foul if there's 2 defenders back?
Let's look at the replay. Yeah, that's. I guess they're saying because
saying
it's just such a blatant take foul. I guess I don't even know.
I don't really think it was that blatant. I thought PJ was trying to get to the ball. I don't know. Celtics now 15 of 15 from the line. Impressive. Derek White pull up 3. He's left open. Can't convert it. The 3-point disgust continues from both teams. Luka got the board. He'll bring it up. Dancing with Horford. Good pass into Lively, who absolutely puts Derek White into the dirt with a poster slam. That might get the Rook going after he's really struggled in the finals. Timeout, Boston. Oh my. The Celtics had a pair of poster dunks from Tatum and Brown in Game 1. Now it's time for the Celtics to have one of their own. Lively, sign it. Put it on the posters, fellas. Derek Lively with a head tapper.
Man, oh man.
What a momentum boost for Dallas, who now trail by 2. We are sponsored by Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks for being the presenting sponsor on today's stream. They are the best fantasy sports app that you can play on a daily basis. More than 5 million people play just like I do. And all you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections for a chance to win up to 100 times your cash. Yes, you heard that correctly. You can turn 10 into 1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a Prize Picks lineup as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you are locked in. By the way, there's always action on Prize Picks, and it's the perfect time to try out something new as the basketball season is winding down in the NBA. Make sure to try out esports this month, because for every Wednesday and Saturday in June, if your lineup doesn't win, you'll get more, or you'll get your entry fee back. Choose from Counter-Strike 2, Call of Duty, League of Legends, and more. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. You can get entries like this one. 3-player entry to win 5.5 times my money because a little bit of a 10% boost because I picked a star. Jason Tatum, more than 7.5 3-pointers. Attempts, he's 0 of 4. I took more than on Derek White and PJ Washington, 27.5. Derek White's got 10. PJ Washington's got 7, so I need 11 more points from them. And I took less than on Porzingis, 15.5. He's got 10, so that will be a sweat down the stretch as well. Like I said, $100 first deposit match is available for you when you download the app and use code CLNS, or click on that link in the description and live comments. Code CLNS, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Okay. Ty Man the Buckeyes in the building. Shout out to Ty Man for checking in. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday and a good weekend. Amy says, all the guys from Chat Sports Knicks Now seem to hate Rolly, so maybe they will expel me for watching him, but I can't listen to the broadcast. Well, Amy, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Amy, they hate me because my first year working at Chat Sports, I was strictly a producer, and I produced a lot of Knicks Now shows. And I am, transparency, a Miami Heat fan, so I like to do a lot of trolling and mess with the Knicks fans. And then obviously, last year, which was my first year, the Heat beat the Knicks in the playoffs, so they hate me. And I troll them, and they say F Rolly all the time. It's not, but it's like a love-hate relationship. Like, they actually love me. Like, if you were to ask the average Knicks Now viewer, and they say, what's your honest opinion of Nic Rohloff, a.k.a. Rolly, they'd say I love him. I add something to that broadcast, even though I don't go on the show anymore. I do. They don't actually hate me.
Your legacy lives on. I mean, I still get I'll produce some Knicks Now whenever they were still in the postseason or whatever. They still chant F Rolly in the chat.
They super chat and they will randomly say F Rolly.
Yes.
Like they're not playing it'll be a Bucks Knicks game on a Thursday night in December, and the first super chat of the game or the night will be something F Rolly.
Yep.
Celtics today hates me too. Fuck Celtics today. Raider Sancho's in the building. 585, baby. I know that area code. Shout out Rochester, New York. Jason Tatum driving on Luka Doncic to open up this period or this game action again. Porzingis catches it on a 3-pointer after checking in, misses it. Offensive rebound, Derek White, though. Kicks out to Tatum. Tatum drive. Kicks it to Brown in the corner. Brown driving himself. Drop off to Porzingis. 10-footer is good, and the lead back to 4. Lead is back to 4.
Great job out of the timeout there by Boston to get an open look. Porzingis knocks down the shot.
Kyrie driving on Derek White. Step back, 10-footer, too strong. Rebound White. See, you can't have Kyrie miss those shots if you want to win this game. White, transition 3.
What the?
Nothing but backboard. Don't see that often. 4 of 23 from 3 for Boston. 4 of 16 for Dallas. Both teams can't buy a bucket from 3. Luka gets Jaylen Brown his back. Step back, swinging. PJ Washington driving on Derek White. Euro step push shot is good from PJ Washington. He's now got 9 points for Dallas. Jaylen Brown the other way. Finds a trailing Tatum. Tatum thought about a 3, but will slow it down. Drives right. Gets to the rim. Fouled and one. Jason Tatum. That is a very tough bucket from Jason Tatum. I give him credit on that one. Celtics lead back to 4. He'll be at the line to try to make it 5 as the Celtics have still yet to miss from the charity stripe.
Yeah, great job by Tatum. Straight into P.J. Washington's chest, able to finish with the contact, and he gets the N1 opportunity.
That's one of those shots where you get fouled and you could say it's skill, but that's one of those ones I'm just going to throw this at the rim and pray it goes in. Tatum can't convert the 3-point play. That's a foul on Porzingis. Absolutely. I don't know why he's shocked. That was such a clear over and back by Porzingis. But it's a foul on him, and it's going to go back towards Dallas, as that's the first free throw of the game missed by the Celtics. They are now 15 of 16. Who you got? BOS for the Celtics, DAL for the Mavericks. Let me know down below. Shout-outs to everyone who gets their vote down below. Luka isolated on Tatum. Top of the key. He's on Lucky, the Celtics logo. Now gets a screen from Kleba. Luka on the right wing. Turns it over. Tried to go behind the back pass. And then Kleba commits the foul on Tatum. Trying to get the steal. See, that's my issue. You can't do that if you're Luka, man. You can't do that.
Shout out to Raider Sanchez. He says Dallas.
Raider Sancho.
Sancho. I misread that. My apologies.
Tatum read it like a book. Read the behind the back pass. Celtics lead by 4. Largest lead of the day was 6. Tatum isolating on Luka. He drives left, gets a step, gets to the rim, and misses the right-handed layup again. Luka outlet to Kyrie. Irving driving. Good cutoff by Derek White. Kyrie now in the corner. Doubled out to Derek Jones Jr. It's a 3. Nothing but air. That is saved by Derek Lively, but he had a foot on the baseline out of bounds. Derek Jones Jr. has been terrible. I got to tweet that out.
Yeah. And Derek Lively was clearly out of bounds there, as shown on the replay. I mean, look, I had him as my X factor in the series. I thought he could be somebody that Dallas could potentially lean on in terms of the defensive and maybe offensive shooting wise in the separate end, but he has not lived up to his potential so far.
Terrible. Derek White on the right wing, guarded by Derek Jones Jr. Kicks it over to Brown now. Now it's DJJ. Brown driving, has a step, stops. Great use of 2 legs there. See, that is a unused art that people need to get back to using. It's used a lot at the collegiate level, but playing off 2 feet. Jaylen Brown, if he goes up off 1 here, he is likely going to invite contact and have a tougher angle, but he hop steps, plays off 2 feet, lets Luka Doncic clear him on his contest, and then has Kleber on his left side so he can go up for an easy layup. And the Celtics now lead 69-63. 6-point lead for Boston with just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, as the Celtics look to take a commanding 2-0 lead.
Yeah. It's one of those things, man. Like, Dallas, you expect Luka to perform the way he's performing, right? Kyrie's had a subpar game, I think, by his standards. Hopefully he can turn it up later in the game. Boston's role players, I think, throughout the series have outplayed Dallas. Kristaps Porzingis, if you want to call him a role player, he's been lights out, arguably the best player in the entire series.
Yeah, I can't say that he's a role player.
Yeah, that's fair. Third to rest of their options. How about that?
Yeah, I want to get the chat rate really going.
Okay.
Come on. I need everyone to get their votes down in the comments section of who you got. BOS for the Celtics, DAL for the Mavericks. Giving shout-outs to every single person who gives me their vote. I'm also updating the live poll of who you got, so you can also vote there on who you think it's going to win. We don't bite, folks. Don't be shy. Let me know who you got in this game, Celtics or the Mavericks. Shout-outs to every single person right now during this TV timeout who gets their votes down below. Who's going to lead us off? Raider Sancho saying Dallas and chicken French for the win. Cletus saying Boston. Nos Durace Lib. Dallas. That reminds me of Nacho Libre, the movie. You've ever seen it? Jack Black, you've seen it? Yeah?
It's a great movie.
Great movie. Come on, Spam, who you got?
Nacho.
Nick's Galaxy rocking with Dallas. Good to see Nick's Galaxy. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, my friend? So we got a pair of Dallas, pair of Bostons. The live poll suggesting 50-50 Mavericks. Now it's a little Celtics lead. A lot of people voting, but no one commenting. I don't know why. I think people are scared of us.
Dashiell Leonard. Not going to lie, I got Celtics. Drew and Tingus Pingus are too good.
The 2 additions that the Celtics made in the offseason have paid dividends in them being the number 1 seed in the East, and it certainly has paid dividends in the NBA Finals. That is certainly the case. That is certainly the case. No, I don't. I cannot comprehend why nobody wants to comment. Can't do it. Dwayne Culpepper says Celtics in 5. Anita Anderson says Mavs. Trench Baby says I got Mavs. Tyree Whitaker says not Celtics back-to-back win. Ryan's Creation says Dallas. I just think because of the Mavs' history in Game 2s, they will come back. Yeah, they've been good. They've been good in Game 2s. The Celtics have also struggled in Game 2s this postseason run. Wow. Tyree Whitaker is saying, I love the Celtics, and I'm even picking against them in this one.
Did you see that graphic, by the way, that just came up?
No.
They did Boston so dirty on
Really?
that graphic. Yeah, they did. They had 2 boats. It was like championships from like 1960-something to like 1984 or whatever. It had 16. And then it had like basically since then till now with 1.
It's always welcomed. Jaden Hardy checks into the game for the first time, trying to provide some offensive boost. It was Dante Exum in the first half. Looks like they're going Hardy in the second. 4 on the shot clock. Doncic double-teamed. Drops it off to Lively, out to Washington. He'll fire a right-wing 3. Can't get it to go. And Tatum comes away with the board. Got to make those shots, man. Got to make those shots. Jaylen Brown gets a step, driving out to Porzingis. 1 more to Tatum. He passes an open 3, drives it in. It's kicked all the way around the horn for a Porzingis 3, and he doesn't go. That's one of the things. Like, Tatum, take the catch-and-shoot 3, man. What, are you afraid of it? It's the second time he's passed up an open 3. He got an open 3, but you're basically telling me you don't trust yourself to make a catch-and-shoot 3 at this point. Tatum, defending Doncic. Luka inside. Turns it over. And Drew Holiday's out and running. Holiday gets to the rack for a 2-handed slam. I mean, the Mavericks are falling apart. Their offense is becoming stagnant. Luka is not getting the looks he was getting in the first half. This is danger time for Dallas. Jaden Hardy driving, kicking out to Green. Wide open 3. They need it, and it doesn't go. This feels over, folks. I'm not going to lie. Under 4 to go in the quarter. Holiday finds a trailing Tatum. They dump it inside the Brown, working on the right block. It's a foul called. Josh Green bumping Brown, who tried to back him down.
Man, oh man.
Like, yeah. What is Luka doing?
What is that? Why are you doing that at this point?
As good as Luka was in the first half, he has 5 turnovers in this game now. He just has been
6, actually.
6, even worse.
Yeah.
Like, the Celtics are in the bonus, so they're going to get 2 free throws to make this a 10-point game potentially. The Mavericks clearly don't have enough. It's so abundantly clear.
Yeah. Well, especially when Kyrie Irving hasn't just been able to play up to his potential at this point. I mean, I'm sorry, but Luka needs a secondary offensive initiator to take some of the load off, because otherwise the offensive possessions are going to continue to look like they just did.
Having to rely on Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr. has not been something that has been beneficial for Dallas. No. Jaylen Brown goes 2 for 2, and it's a 10-point game. Luka's going to take a seat on the bench. It's an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds for Boston.
Need Kyrie to take over here.
Kyrie needs to go nuclear here. Irving has it, guarded by Porzingis. Kind of make him dance, Kyrie. That's what you got to do here. Kyrie, good move. Step back 3. Doesn't go. Hit front rim and fell off the rim. Tatum with the board. He'll push. Backing down Josh Green. He has just been getting abused. Tatum spinning, double-teamed. Finds a cutting Drew Holiday. Impressive cut, impressive pass by Jason Tatum. And the Celtics lead is now up to 12. It's a 10-0 run by the Celtics, and this series might be over. I'm actually ready to call it over.
That bad, huh?
I'm ready to call the series over. I'm not going to lie. Let me know if you disagree, but I'm ready to call the series over. Yeah. I'm tweeting that out.
Yeah. By the way, while Nick tweets that out, if you want to follow him for more NBA content, got his @ down below on screen for you, so make sure to give him a follow. He knows his stuff, he loves the NBA, and he's constantly putting out content out there for all you guys, so give him a follow. Be a good decision. Might be the best one you make today.
I would agree.
But yeah, this is leaning towards that way, because Dallas came in with a clear thought tonight, right? Punch them inside, maybe try to wear them down, use their size, both with their centers and Gafford and Lively, but also, like we were talking about earlier, with Luka trying to post up those smaller guards, maybe in attempts to wear down Boston. But Boston's done such a great job of weathering the storm, and also their offense isn't reliant on one or two guys having to create for everybody. I mean, their offense can clearly function through almost anybody on the court. And look at Tatum, splitting the double team here, finding Holiday on the cut. I mean, Drew Holiday's leading the Celtics in scoring tonight. Like, that... The Celtics can just beat you so many different ways, and I don't know if Dallas has a counter to it. I really don't.
I don't either. And if you're getting the type of performances you're getting from Derek Jones Jr., PJ Washington, Josh Green, like, you just have no chance to win. Like, Josh Green has been getting abused, dude.
Yeah, he has.
Luka, wide open three, good set out of the timeout, and Luka buries it. Absolutely needed it if you're Dallas, and you get it. Back to a 9-point game. I think the goal, if you're Dallas, 6 or less entering the fourth.
I'm game with that.
Tatum gets a switch. Now Luka defending. This is also an issue. When your best player can't play on the defensive end of the floor, it's going to be hard to win. Tatum drives to the rim. Just like absolutely no resistance there from Luka Doncic.
Yep.
No resistance. I don't care that Luka's the most dynamic offensive player in the NBA. If you cannot defend, you have no chance. Good cut by Luka. Fouled by Jaylen Brown, and Doncic is going to head to the line where he's only shooting 2 of 5 today. Is he going to be able to knock down these two? You're going to have to come back and get a win.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's something that we always knew, Cullen, but it's now really just being put on full display. Unless you have an unbelievable team around you, you are simply not going to be able to win when your best player cannot play on the defensive side of the ball. And I know people are going to point out there's 2 championships to where the best player, there's 2 championship teams where the best player on that team was not a defending type player, as Luka goes 1 for 2 from the line.
Yep.
The Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry and the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Well, I'll also say that, let me just rephrase as we continue this conversation.
We could really go down a rabbit hole with that one.
I don't think it's necessary. If your center is your best player, I think you could have that offensive type guy because, to me, it's more important to guard on the perimeter and wings than it is inside. We can continue this conversation a different day, but we'll talk basketball here. 3-ball by Dante Exum matches the 3-ball hit by, who was it? Was it Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown, yes. Sorry, I was just confused for a second. Yep.
So back-to-back threes by each squad, and it's a 10-point game. Can you go on a 4-0 run if you're Dallas in the final 90 seconds? Tatum gets the switch. Luka is the defender. They're just targeting Luka in every pick and roll. Tatum driving left, gets a step, doubled, out to Porzingis, swung to Hauser. Hauser, 3, it's open. Too strong, though. Rebound, offensively, Drew Holiday. Holiday will hold now after a fresh 14. Tatum, top of the key. Hezzy, driving, losing it. Turnover, Doncic has it. 5-on-4 if Luka wants it. He'll push. Pass ahead to Gafford. Gafford goes up strong. Rejected by Porzingis. Now the Celtics have a 5-on-4. Holiday to the corner. Hauser, 3. No good, and a rebound will be gathered by Gafford. Out to Exum. Dante Exum drives, finds a trailing Luka. He'll slow it down. No, up ahead to Washington. Rejected, but blocking foul will be called on Sam Hauser whistled for the block, but Kristaps Porzingis almost had another rejection. Porzingis' length proving to be difficult for Dallas. My goodness.
Yeah.
This was a terrific pass by Luka to find the open Exum.
It really was. I think one of the things, too, for people that pick Dallas, at least I'll speak for me. I can't speak for Roly, but I really question Kristaps Porzingis' health going into the series.
I did, too.
And I thought that would be kind of a detrimental factor because, had I known Porzingis would have been healthy, it may have switched things. But also, too, if you're going into this game and you're primarily playing, say, Al Horford most of these minutes and you're not getting the offensive production from KP, this game could easily have been flipped the other way.
I mean, I knew Porzingis was going to play in this series.
Right.
But I didn't know he was going to be as effective considering he didn't play for a month. Before game 1 on Thursday, the last game he played was April 29th. Go full month of playing basketball, and the first real game action you have is in the NBA Finals. I just don't expect you to have that type of impact. But credit to him for having that impact. PJ Washington went 2 for 2 at the line. Jason Tatum hits all backboard on a 3. Offensive rebound, Boston. Hauser corner 3, can't go. What did we say that the Mavericks needed to do? Cut it to 6 or less going into the 4th. They have the ball. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds. Down 8. Can they get a bucket here to be 6 or better? 8 on the clock. Kyrie isolated with Holiday. Kyrie drives. Fouled as Kyrie Irving will now head to the line with 3 seconds to go. 2 free throws coming for Kyrie to potentially cut it to a 6-point game. And if the Celtics don't hit a buzzer beater, we're going to have a 6-point game heading into the final period.
Yeah. Free throws have been anything but a given for Dallas, but Kyrie has a chance to, like Rolly said.
By the way, we've mentioned Tatum passing up 2 open threes on the catch. He is so in his own head on the 3-point attempts as Kyrie makes the first, because these misses he's been having aren't close.
No.
They are not close. They are like backboard first, long, and honestly to the side as well.
Yeah. Like Hauser, every time he catches it, he's shooting it. He needs to have that type of confidence because they're giving him the looks too. I know he's not Sam Hauser as a shooter, but
Kyrie makes the first. I think I know what's going to happen.
Yo, you made both.
Kyrie makes both. Pritchard gets it off the inbound. 2, 1 from court through half court. Oh, it goes!
Oh my God.
Oh my! Peyton Pritchard banks in a half court heave and gives the Celtics a 9-point lead entering the 4th quarter. That is an absolute backbreaker if you're Dallas. You battle back. You get it to 6, what we said you needed to do, and Pritchard says, F that, we're going to the 4th quarter up 9.
What
unbelievable. Well, that's an unbelievable way to take us to the 4th quarter, where it is 4th quarter time. Spam those 4s. Pause in the air. Pause in the air.
I'm giving shout-outs to everyone types 4. Let's go.
Pause in the air.
Freaking go, man.
Pause in the air.
Let's freaking go.
Oh, my God.
Type those 4s.
I can't believe Peyton Pritchard just made that.
Spam those 4s. I'm giving the shout-outs. Axie, shout-out to you. Tyree, shout-out to you. Type those 4s. Let's get the chat rolling. It's 4th quarter time, man. It's the NBA Finals.
I love that, Cullen. Take us away.
Cardiac Q's. Ari, come on. We got to get some new people in here. Reyes, 4. Let's go.
Get the 4s in the air.
Get the 4s. Let's go.
Get the pause up.
Axie's the MVP right now. He's holding it up right now. Come on. Let's get some people in the chat. Let's go. 4th quarter time. Winning time. Let's go. Come on. Spam that chat, y'all. Man, we are in for a potential good one. Dallas is not out of it yet, but we'll see what they got. We got Robert saying 4, Charlotte 4, Cletus with the 4. Let's go. 4th quarter time, baby. NBA Finals. I'll ask you this, Rolly.
Okay, shoot away.
Dallas wins this game if blank happens.
Kyrie Irving shows up.
Okay. You heard it here first. Oh my God. You heard it here first, folks.
Dallas wins this game if Kyrie shows up. Charlotte pointed out Kyrie's selling out. Like, he started off the game hot, had 8 points on 4 or 5 shooting. Kyrie has currently 12 points on 5 of 13 shooting, which means after starting the game off in the first 10 minutes,
4
or 5, he has now gone 1 of 8 from the field and had 4 points in 2 quarters of basketball.
Yeah. Drew Holiday, they're showing the graphic on the screen, 23 points this game so far. That's the 2nd most points he's had in a game all season.
I give Drew Holiday credit. He's a winner, man. He was the main reason why the Bucks were able to get over the hump in 2021 after they brought him in. Listen, I guess the key to winning is just bringing Drew Holiday in for the first time. Mm-hmm. The Bucks got Drew Holiday via trade. First year with Drew Holiday, they win a ring. Celtics trade for Drew Holiday. First year, they're very well on their way to get a ring.
He's just a winning basketball player, man.
He is. At this point in his career, I don't think he's a 3 on a championship team, but like he is now as a 4, he's terrific.
Yeah. I would take him as my point guard any day. I really would.
I will say, he plays CTE basketball at times. Like, he'll just launch triples in transition for no reason. But if you take the ball out of his hands and have him act not as the point guard, he actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
like he is a point guard and he can facilitate, but when he brings the ball up in transition, that's when bad things happen. Because then he'll take errant shots and errant passes, but when he is able to play off ball and then just kind of be like an athletic rebounder and just disruptor, in which is what has happened with Tatum being the main ball handler for the Boston Celtics, that's when Jrue Holiday's been able to really go big.
Basically, hey, everyone needs structure sometimes, you know? And he needed some structure. Shout out to Coach Mazzulla and this offensive system because it's firing on all cylinders.
Mavericks start the fourth quarter with the ball and a 9-point deficit. What do the Mavericks have in store for us? Hopefully a close game and a game that's battling down the stretch. Doncic guarded by Horford after a switch on the right wing. Doncic gets a step, driving, stopping, double-teamed, horrific spacing here. Now has to find, what a pass to P.J. Washington, spinning right hook. That was maybe the most ridiculous pass that I've ever seen. Nothing flashy. Luka fading away, got caught in the air, and threw a dart like he's Tom Brady over the middle of the field to Washington, right in between defenders. That was incredible, and P.J. Washington's able to lay it up and in. I think he's got 12 now. Oh, that's a travel. Jason Tatum walks with it, and it's going to go right back to Dallas. So an uneasy possession. Watch this. This is ridiculous. Got in the air, didn't like the shot. But are you kidding me?
On a rope.
Are you kidding me, Luka?
On a rope.
That was, out of all the tough shots he's made today, that's the play that has impressed me the most. Yeah. Luka guarded by Pritchard, spinning, getting the free throw line, fading away, one leg, no good. Daniel Gafford misses the put-back attempt, and now the Celtics come the other way. Brown getting downhill, kicks it back out to Tatum. Right wing three, cannot drain it, and his three-point struggles continue. Luka now the other way, double-teamed, loses the ball, turned over, it's Pritchard, it's a 4-on-1. Pritchard to Tatum, back to Brown, two-handed slam. And the turnovers for Luka it's just too much.
It's too much, man.
He's got, I think, 7, yeah.
7 turnovers.
He might have a quadruple. I don't know where he is in rebounds and assists, but he damn near might have 10 assists.
He's got 10 assists, so
well might have a triple-double. Gafford inside, easy layup. Derek White was the defender. When Gafford has been matched up inside, he's been able to get it and score in the second half here. 7-point game. Jaylen Brown's got it. Guarded by Gafford. Gets a step, has the step, drives in, out to Horford. One more to Pritchard, one more to Tatum. Corner three for Tatum. And he finally makes a three-pointer. 88-78. Tatum finally on the board. Is that his 7th? 1 of 7?
Let me see.
Yeah, it is 1 of 7.
Okay, there you go.
I need one more points. 3 attempt from Tatum. Luka behind the back pass to Exum. Luka's just doing shit out there, man.
Yeah.
He's at the free throw line now, backing down Pritchard, fading away at the elbow, left it short. He might be gassed. Tatum board. He's out and running. Tatum to White, corner, drive, swinging it to a trailing Jaylen Brown. Brown drives on Washington to Horford, right wing three. He's open, could not go. Bullet dodged by Dallas there as they remain down 10. Luka looks gassed.
He looks so gassed.
He looks absolutely gassed. He is huffing and puffing. Kyrie driving, spinning, left hook, no good. Gafford, offensive rebound, putback attempt, no good, but fouled. Daniel Gafford, who's 0-2 at the free throw line in this game, will get another trip. Luka Doncic is gassed, folks.
He really is.
He is so, is it wrong to say he's out of shape? Because he's not out of shape, but for NBA player standards, he might be out of shape.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is some Mavs fans will say, oh, he's hurt. He's dealing with injury. And while, yes, that's true to a certain extent, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it whenever he goes off for a 40-point triple-double, say, oh, he's the greatest player ever, oh my God, it's amazing. And then when he has a bad game or an off night, hey, he's hurt.
Yeah.
So he's dealing with some discomfort, but hey, man.
Gafford misses that. He's 0 for 3 at the line. And when you're down by 10 with under 10 to go, you simply cannot miss free throws.
Rob Sabis says, who are you guys rooting for? We're rooting for the best finals possible. That's what we're rooting for.
I'm pretty sure most of the chat, Rob, is rooting for Dallas because that channel is a Heat channel, so most people are rooting against Boston.
It's true.
Gafford, 0 of 3 at the line. Chance to go 1 of 4. The Mavs are 10 of 18 as a team. They get 11 of 19, and Gafford finally makes a free throw. 9-point game. That's what we entered the fourth quarter as it as. Gafford's got 9 points and 7 boards. Lively set the check back in. Pritchard has it. Swings over to Tatum. Tatum gets a screen. Drives left. Gets a step. Kicks it out to Derek White. White spinning. Floater is good. That looked like an in-between, like no one knew what to do. Or he didn't know what to do there, but just floated up a shot, and it goes. Lead to 11. White's got 12. Kyrie driving on Derek White. Pump fake. Drop off to Gafford. Excellent pass by Kyrie Irving, and Gafford slams it home. Gafford now in double figures for the game. Lead down to 9. Can the Mavericks get stops, though? They've been unable to really stop the Celtics offense in the second half.
Man, it just comes back to free throws, man. They hit their free throws. They're potentially winning this game.
Definitely would be close.
Yeah, closer than what it is now.
They've missed 8, so they would still technically be down if they went perfect. Tatum fade away at the elbow, left it short, rebound Kyrie. Luka is on the bench, by the way. Kleba in. They need him rest. Kyrie to the rim. Easy lefty layup, and it's a 7-point game. Irving with back-to-back good plays. The lefty layup, and he created that dunk for Gafford. 90-83 is the score. 8 minutes to go in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Do the Mavericks have a push in them to get this game in their favor and even up this series at 1-1, or will Boston take a commanding 2-0 series lead in the 2024 NBA Finals? 8 minutes to find out. But first, we are sponsored by Prize Picks, the best daily fantasy sports app in North America. And you need to be playing Prize Picks during the NBA Finals because they have boosts on select stars in these finals. What do you mean by that? Well, you get boosted payouts on certain players that you won't find anywhere else. For example, my entry today actually features a star. I took Kristaps Porzingis less than 15.5 points, the more than on Jason Tatum 7.5 threes, as well as the more than on PJ Washington and Derek White combined 27.5 points. Tatum's got 7 3-point attempts. Porzingis has 12 points. That one's going to be a sweater steen. I need him to have 3 or less for the rest of the game. And then we have a combined 13 plus 12, 25 from them two. So I need 3 points from them two, 1 more 3 here, and 3 less points for Porzingis. This is going to come down to the wire, folks. It's usually a 3-player entry to win 5 times my money, but because of that boost I told you about, it's 5.5 times my money right now. Stars mean more on Prize Picks. So download the app today and use code CLNS for a first match up to $100, or click on the link in the live chat and description of today's stream. Use that code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. Pick more, pick less. That simple. All right, 7 minutes to go. Who you got? Who you got? Who do you got, folks? The burning question that needs to be answered.
Yeah.
BOS for the Celtics, DAL for the Mavs. I want to know what the people think.
Here's the thing, too, Rolly. I'm looking at this little bottle Patron here.
Ooh, bottle Patron.
If we start getting some super chats, every super chat from here till the end of the fourth quarter, I'm taking a shot. I'm doing that.
Oh, how about this? Every super chat will alternate.
Will alternate?
Because you have a drive home to attend to, sir.
I could always cry.
Any super chat, $1, $5, $2, $10, $20, $50 is going to be a shot of tequila alternating between me and Cullen the rest of the way. $50 super chat is a beer bong race where we chug a beer and race to see who can do it the quickest. And like you said, every $10 or any super chat is going to be a shot. Any super chat's a shot.
Shout out to Tanya for going Boston.
Active Metal saying Mavs.
Yeah.
Ismail saying let's go Knicks. Not the time.
I will say, I respect those who stick with their team in the fight. Like, we did a promotional video for Chat Sports about like who's going to be the picks going into the NBA Finals. You know who Rolly picked?
No one.
No one.
Picked no one. I said F the Mavs, F the Celtics, go Heat.
So I respect is it Ishmael or Ismail? I think it's Ismail. Ismail. Shout out to you, sir.
All right, we're about to get back in action. See if anyone takes us up on every super chat's a shot. Lineups for each team: Kyrie, Luka, Derek Jones Jr., Maxi Kleba, and Gafford. For Boston, Porzingis, Tatum, Horford, Holiday, White. Derek White's got in the left wing. They now get it to Porzingis. Back to White. White guarded by Jones Jr. He'll launch a three at the end of the shot clock. Oh, that's a backbreaker. If you're Dallas, that's an absolute backbreaker. Knocks it down. That was good defense until he makes a shot. That at least gets the more than the prize picks.
There you do.
It's 28 combined for them. So I just need one more three from Tatum attempted and no points for Porzingis. Kyrie, step back 15-footer, no good. Al Horford rebound. I mean, the struggles from Kyrie continue. Drew Holiday the other way, left wing, out to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Gafford. Oh, give me a three, Tatum. Tatum drives. Oh, goes up for a two-handed slam, but was fouled by Kyrie Irving. And Tatum's going to go line for two to look to extend this 10-point lead with 7 minutes to go. See, this is so tough. Just a good defense. One on the shot clock. Derek White just forced to fire one up from 28 feet. Drain.
Yeah. He literally just looked up, said, "Oh shoot, I need to shoot this," and he just wetted it.
That's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Excuse me.
Tatum's first free throw is good. Lead up to 11. Game 3 will be Wednesday evening, 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central Time, 5:30 Pacific Time, 6:30 Mountain Time.
Me and Rolly will be here.
Maybe. Tatum's 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. He's got 18 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds on 6 of 18 shooting.
It's like the quietest 18 points ever, I swear.
I mean, he's just been throwing up bricks, dude. Kyrie, isolated by himself, backing down Drew Holiday on the left side of the court. Backs up to the three-point line, drives, spins, gets to the free throw line, pump fake, out to Doncic, 5 on the clock. Doncic spinning, Euro step, floater at the free throw line, no good, rebound Porzingis. Just, I mean, the Kyrie-Luka isolations aren't getting them any good looks, and they're just forced to take bad shots. Tatum downhill, misses the layup. I mean, this guy can't score inside. He can only get to the line. Mm-hmm. Kyrie the other way. Irving to Washington. Corner 3. They need it. They don't get it. Offensive rebound, P.J. Washington. He lays it back up and in, though. Beat Porzingis to the ball in a much-needed second-chance opportunity.
15 for Washington.
10-point game now. 6 minutes to go. Tatum has it. Left wing, driving, back to Holiday, corner 3 off the catch, no good, rebound Daniel Gafford, outlet to Doncic, and he'll slowly bring it up on the right side. Met by Holiday, as they've just thrown every single possible different body to Luka. Luka, deep 3, no good, rebound Tatum, 2 away from a triple-double now.
He's just praying.
I mean, that's just a bad shot, though. I mean, I know it's Luka Doncic, and you live with whatever he does, but like that's just a bad shot. Derek White on the left wing to Brown, top of the key. Derek White sets a screen, slips to the rim. They don't find him. Brown gets downhill, stops. Floater is good. Back to a 12-point lead for Boston, 97-85. 5 to go. Brown with 19 on 7 of 12 shooting. He's been so efficient. Kyrie gets by Porzingis. Layup is good. Good answer there by Irving. Back to a 10-point game, but the issue for the Celtics is they need stops. Porzingis is kind of limping a little bit. He's at least moving gingerly. I got to be honest here.
I'd take him out.
I think you got to take him out. He's kind of holding this left knee. You see this?
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
Brown driving, spinning, left-handed shot, no good. Porzingis goes over the back, no whistle called. Rebound, Dallas. Irving, lob, Gafford, slam! Big-time transition opportunity for Dallas. 97-89 is the score. Timeout, Boston, with 4:40 to go. Porzingis just simply doesn't look like himself right now, getting up and down the court. Something that we'll have to keep our eye on for. But either way, we have a TO with 4:40 to go. Let's get a want to shout out type me.
Gotcha.
We are in crunch time, folks. If you want a shout out on the show, on the live stream, spam me. Show me you're excited for the game. Spam me. Come on. Let's get the comment section flowing. Blake's in the building, type in me. He's fired up. Tyree Whitaker says Mavs up. Axie, type in those me's. Get the me's flowing. Let's go. Let's get the chat rate popping. Let's go. Help me out here, folks. Cardiac says me. Kai says me. Blake continuing to spam those me's. AS, type in those me's. You want a shout out? Spam me down below. Tanya, type in those me's.
Cardiac, Kai, Blake, Tyree. Let's see, Robert Jansen.
That's a Raiders Report minion over there.
Aurelio, shout out to you, sir.
J Money, type in those me's. Let's go. Continue to spam me.
Spam those me's. Freaking go Kai, AS, J Money, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Brandon saying, man, Porzingis is made out of glass. He certainly is not 100% right now.
Yeah, that could be a very big concern for Boston.
Blake's trying to get a spam F Boston in the chat in the Heat report. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Continue spamming those me's. Brandon Rice, type in me. Kai, me. J Money, me. Tyree Whitaker, me.
Man. It is, like I said, this game is better than what it was in game one.
Yeah, at least it's been competitive throughout. I mean, there's that third quarter, early fourth quarter run where Boston really took control of this game, had a double-digit lead, but it's been competitive throughout.
It has. It has indeed.
And I think the Mavs got a run in them. It's just all about if they can defend Boston. They've done a good job the past two possessions, but can they continue to stack stops? And can Kyrie show up? Kyrie has been non-existent in this series so far.
Yep.
He's had one good quarter out of 7 possible quarters.
Yep.
He's had one.
I agree.
Trench Baby's excited. Type in those me's. Paul Pierce and Shaq courtside. I still don't understand that collab.
Which, by the way, we're still
Bill
doing
Belichick's in the building.
Shout out to Bill.
What's his that? I think he's wearing a Washington Huskies polo. His son's the defensive coordinator at Washington now.
Yeah. Gino Ariema's in the house.
The scumbag Adam Silver's in the building.
Oh, you figured that much.
He ruined the NBA. All right, we're back. Porzingis is on the bench. I'd actually imagine he's going to stay there for the rest of the game. Tatum has it, guarded by Doncic. 4.5 to go. Tatum, right wing, between the legs, drive, out to Holiday. Holiday driving, gets a step, kicks into the corner. Derek White, catch and shoot. Can't go. Rebound, Gafford. Outlet to Washington. The stop that the Mavericks needed, they got. Ball's deflected. They got to get it over half court. They do, but it's a turnover. Celtics the other way. Holiday, 3. Good! Mark it down. That just ended the game and the series.
And it was at this moment.
11-point game. 189. Kyrie, guarded by Holiday. Irving, step back triple. No answer. Rebound Tatum, 1 away from a triple-double. Tatum driving on Derrick Jones Jr. Gets downhill, misses the dunk, kicked out to Holiday. Holiday to White, 3. Dagger! I'm willing to call it one. Timeout, Dallas, 103-89. 3.5 minutes to go in game 2.
What a shot by Derek White.
I mean, you want to talk about my blood. If I was a Mavericks fan, my blood would be boiling at the lack of. I don't give a shit if he's injured. Yeah. The lack of I'm going to bring the ball up from Luka Doncic and effort. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. You combine the lack of effort from Luka to the inefficient play of Kyrie Irving, and there's just no chance you can win this game.
I agree.
I mean, I just tweeted it out. Luka Doncic's effort is just honestly laughable. I'd be furious if he was my star player. I mean, I would be disgusted. I mean, what is he is in the second half? Mm-hmm. He has deferred to others to handle the ball and bring it up. Yep. And maybe he's injured. He was questionable, but like, it's the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. Like, what are we doing here? Take control.
I agree.
Super chat from Nappy Boy 07, $2 super chat. Do a shot. Every super chat to end the game is a shot. Cullen will do the first.
Got you, my brother.
Under 4 to go. We're back in action. That was a travel. They don't call it, but Derrick Jones Jr. gets an easy layup inside to cut it down to 12. Good feed from Doncic there off the pick and roll. That was a crazy shuffle of the feet, though, by Jones Jr. I can't believe they didn't call it. I need a Tatum 3 so bad.
You do.
Just attempt the 3, and I win. White driving inside, floater, no good, rebound Doncic. Doncic will bring it up now for Dallas. Swinging over to Jones Jr. DJJ to the rim, fouled, no call. No, they do call it late. White not happy with it, but it was clearly a foul. If you could watch it on the backside here, White grabbed the back. And you can see, watch this. For him not to think this is a foul is crazy.
Excuse me.
White commits the foul. Derrick Jones Jr. going to the line. This was such a good pass from Luka. That's the type of stuff that just frustrates you, man. Yeah. You give me the highs of that pass and some of the difficult shot making, but you can't give me the basic effort plays. That's the part that drives me nuts. Jones Jr. free throw, good. Chance to cut it to a 10-point game if he makes the second with 2:50 to go in the ball game.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the story of the series so far is that Boston, yes, they won the first game by a sizable margin. If Dallas did the little things in this one, they're in this game at minimum.
Yeah.
Including free throws and 50-50 balls. So.
DJJ makes both, so it's a 10-point game. I need if Tatum doesn't shoot a 3, I'm going to be pissed. This would be such a big win for me. Brown driving over to Horford. Swung to White. White now has it. Finds a cutting Brown. Brown kicks it out to Tatum. It's stolen away from Doncic. Kyrie's got it now. Irving brings the ball up. 2.5 to go. Irving guarded by Tatum. Isolated left wing. Irving behind the back. Driving. Stripped by Tatum. A big-time play by Jason Tatum. And Kyrie's struggles continue. I mean, this guy stinks. 15th turnover of the game for Dallas. That just can't happen. 2 minutes to go. TD Garden is on their feet. Brown has it. Left wing. Guarded by Doncic. Driving. Spinning. He's stripped. Horford. Tatum. He didn't take the 3. Pull up midi. Doesn't go. Doncic board. Life still for Dallas. Washington gets it. Driving behind the back to the rim. A lot of contact. Foul will be called. And PJ Washington will go to the line for 2. With 1:50 to go in the game. I mean, Irving just getting absolutely bagged up here by Tatum. Terrific defense.
Yeah.
Great defense by Jason Tatum. As much as you want to clown him for some of his poor offensive shooting numbers, he has been really good defensively and playmaking.
Yeah.
PJ Washington makes the first. It's a 9-point game, 1:49 to go. Lineup for Dallas is Maxi Kleber, P.J. Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., Luka Doncic and Kyrie, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and Tatum for Boston. 8-point lead as P.J. goes 2 for 2. Holiday brings it up. Kyrie defending. They're going to try to get it to Tatum here. Tatum sets a screen on Kyrie. Tatum now posting up Irving, high post. They swing it to White. White back to Holiday. 8 on the clock. Now to White. White throws it to Tatum. Tatum out to Holiday. Swung to Brown. 3-point left wing. Brown. No good. Life remains for Dallas. Doncic brings it up. 1:20. Drew Holiday hounding him. Now Al Horford. Doncic drive to the rim. Hanging. Fouled. And one! Luka Doncic! Minute 15 to go. 6-point game. Chance to make it 5 with a minute 15. The Mavericks are not giving up just yet.
Oh, man. Great job by Luka. Able to hang just for a split second to get Horford on his back, and Doncic finishes. He gets the N1.
Can he make the free throw? It's been a storyline all night. He converts the three-point play. It's a 5-point game, minute 15 to go. Here we go, folks. Who you got? Get it down below. Get your votes in. Doncic triple-double, 32 points. He could have a quadruple-double. 9-0 run for Dallas in the last 2.5 minutes. Tatum, left wing, guarded by Doncic. Minute to go. Sizing him up. Sidestep. Step back. 5 on the clock. Between the legs. Gets downhill to the rim. Blocked by Derrick Jones Jr. Numbers for Dallas. P.J. Washington to the rim. Rejected! Derrick White Jr. Derrick White gets the rejection. A potentially game-saving block for the Boston Celtics. 40 seconds to go. White's second block of the game. Brown has it. Looking for the dagger. Driving left. Going to the rim. Lefty layup is good. Timeout Dallas. Oh my.
It's over.
29 seconds to go. The Mavericks had a chance to cut it to a one-possession game, but Derrick White will no longer have to buy his drinks in the city of Boston.
God.
What a rejection. Jaylen Brown was there as well, but White coming weak side, pinning it off the glass. And the Celtics are likely going to hang on as they're up 7 with 30 seconds to go. It's not dead yet. Sideline out of bounds for Dallas if they could get a quick triple.
It's over.
But it's going to be a free throw game for the rest of the way.
Man, oh man. Way to never give up on the play. Derrick White in transition. P.J. Washington could have easily, had that dunk and, you live to fight for another possession. Derrick White said, nah.
That was an absolutely incredible play by Derrick White.
It was so incredible.
Wow. Sometimes you just have to turn your head and round of applause for what you just watched. And I don't care if you're a Mavericks fan, Celtics fan, I don't care who you're a fan of. Sometimes you just got to respect elite basketball and elite plays. And that Derrick White block is as good as a play as I'm going to go out there and say. I'm not going to say it's like equivalent to the chase down block by LeBron on Iguodala in Game 7, but like that is as big as a shot or play as you can have. Doncic running three-pointer, no good, and that's probably going to do it. Doncic just took a one-legged floating three-pointer. What are they? I don't even think the Mavericks are going to foul. I think they're just going to run it out. I think they're going to concede the game. 13 to go. Yeah, they're not going to foul. Tatum, are they going to shoot a ball here? No, they're going to. This game's over. The Mavericks are just going to concede, and just like that, the Boston Celtics have taken a commanding 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals. You can thank. Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown did get away with that one.
On the block from Derrick White, Jaylen Brown pushed P.J. Washington in the back. Tough break if you're a Mavericks fan. But that is it. That is it. Final from Game 2, 105-98. Very impressive defense from Boston.
Yep.
Back-to-back games. Yep. Mavericks failed to eclipse 100 points.
Yeah. Something I don't think if you even told our Celtics host, she'd even agree with that.
And by the way, if you were to ask the Mavericks faithful and those two hosts, you hold Boston to 107 points in Game 1 and 105. Do you think they would think it's more likely they're up 2-0 than they're down 0-2? And they have just failed to come to play offensively in this series, man.
Yeah.
What an impressive display of shooting. Timely shots from Derrick White, Jrue Holiday. Really big-time block by Derrick White. And I'm going to double-check that Jason Tatum went 1 of 7 from 3, but I want to cry.
I think it's 1 of 7, dude.
Fuck Jason Tatum.
Oh, my God.
Jrue Holiday led the Celtics in scoring today with 26 points. How about this? If I think, let me see this correctly. No, okay. Jaylen Brown had 21. Jrue Holiday 26.
Yep.
Jrue Holiday also had 11 rebounds.
Yep. That's Jrue Holiday.
Jrue Holiday is incredible. Jaylen Brown had 21, 18 for both Tatum and White. Tatum shot 6-22. This guy stinks, dude.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving, 7 of 18. More importantly, what is that? 3 of 13.
Yeah.
Before
Kyrie was 3 of 13 from quarters 2 through 4.
Yeah.
He also had 2 turnovers. Luka Doncic had 32 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 8 turnovers.
8 turnovers. Almost
he did have 4 steals, though.
Yeah.
Having 4 steals is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the shot clock. If no super chats come in, we're going to sign off. We're going to sign off if no super chats come in the next 2 minutes. Celtics lead the series 2-0. Game 3 is Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Back in Dallas. Listen, I'm not saying it's impossible that this finals is over. I might think that this series is over. I might. But it's definitely not, considering the fact. Think about just 3 years ago. Bucks went down 2-0 in the finals to the Suns. They came back and won. As Mavericks fans know, they went up 2-0 on the Heat in 2006, and they lost the finals. So, I don't know. Yeah. It's not over. It's certainly possible. It has been done before.
The biggest thing, if I'm a Boston Celtics fan, supporter, any of that, I am refreshing my Twitter page, getting whatever news source I can on the health of Kristaps Porzingis for Game 3. Him not playing that final 4-ish minute stretch, again, we're assuming the best. We don't want to wish injury on anybody, but did not look good from our end.
I don't know what it was. Like, I don't even think there was something specific. I think he was just hobbling a little bit.
Yeah. Again, it may be minor, but something definitely keep an eye out for sure.
Definitely keep our eye out for it. I'm curious to see what that injury will be, if he will be ready to go for Game 3. Curious. I can't get over that block. It was a foul, and I'm kind of disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was called. Because that's foul. It was a foul. Jaylen Brown pushed him in the back with his left hand. Right. They called that. PJ's at the line for 2. Mm-hmm. It's a 3-point game with 40 seconds to go.
Yep.
Would have been fascinating. By the way, why isn't Stephen A. Smith doing any of the finals?
Like I said, man, it's just have your guys there. That's what they're getting paid to do. I get that it's ESPN, but still. I mean, is
Stephen A. Smith doing something else?
Might be. I don't know. It's a great question. 20 seconds left. You guys want to keep the stream going?
Doesn't seem like we will. Appreciate everyone who has tuned in today. 3,000 total people on Chat Sports. 3,600 on the Heat Report. Somehow that outperformed.
Shout out the Heat.
Shout out to the Heat Nation coming in and hanging out. Game 3, like I said, is Wednesday evening, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We'll see if the Mavericks can get a win on the board and make it a 2-1 series. If they lose on Wednesday, might be over. Because I got to be honest, if there's a team that might mail it in the most, being down 3-0, it might be the Dallas Mavericks.
It might be.
The way Luka is laboring through these injuries, and if they go down 3-0, they might pack it up.
And one of the best teams, arguably in NBA history at front running, Boston Celtics.
By the way, this is going to be unbelievable to me. Vegas closed the line at 6.5. The Celtics won by 7.
Dang.
Vegas always knows. They always know. All right, see y'all. Maybe Wednesday. Peace out, everyone. Appreciate everyone who came out and joined us for this Game 2 watch party. Everyone have a good rest of their Sunday evening, and have a good start to your week. For Colin Brown, I'm Nic Rohloff. Peace.